Oh, right. It's about time we got to the 17th movie of the MCU, right? Out of 23. We're already on the 17th. We've been doing this
I
for
don't
a
know. If
while.
we don't go fast enough, there's gonna be another movie before we finish.
Yeah. No, there will, yes. Definitely. Because it's only a couple of weeks before Black Widow comes out.
Yeah,
And I
it's
want to
roughly
say,
about right.
right off the bat, this is the last movie that Jonathan is going to be in. Mjolnir. I just love
Eh,
saying that.
no, actually, this is not gonna be the last movie that Jonathan is in.
Oh, you're right. It comes back.
I mean, it's gonna be some trickery, but hey, it is Jonathan.
It is Jonathan. That's right. Mjolnir.
I
I'm
don't
going
know
to
why
keep
we keep
saying that
going
all the way to
Jonathan.
Endgame.
Yeah, I thought we decided Jonathan was the magic belt now, but
Oh, no. Jonathan was the mirror. I forgot what we call the magic belt.
no, we call it Jonathan too.
Oh,
So,
good. Jonathan. Everything is Jonathan. It's a Jonathan
yeah,
accessory kit for Thor.
for Thor. Thor's probably
So,
thinking that's funny.
the first time I watched this movie, right? I think we talk about no, we never talk about the trailer, how it resembles Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah, it's quite a it's like Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, the director apparently has a similar style, but he only uses one song, one real
Yeah,
song,
one real song.
one real world song in it, and then the rest of it's soundtrack. I mean, well, other than one other song from another movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he uses what was it, Iron Maiden song.
And this one is Led Zeppelin, right? Led Zeppelin?
Oh, it's Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm sorry,
Led
I don't know why I
Zeppelin
said that.
Immigrant, because I was just
It's
looking
Led
that up.
Zeppelin. It was the immigrant song.
Yes, the Immigrant song. And I don't think from the first two Thor movies, right? There was nothing like that. The
Yeah, this Thor movie is not. You can't really compare this Thor movie other than it's got Thor in it in Loki.
it
You can't really compare it to the other
it
two.
felt like it
This
changed genres, right?
I don't know if I'd say it changed genres. It picked up the pace, is what I'm going to say it did.
No, it picked up the pace
Picked
tremendously.
up the pace, and then plus it became more comic book like.
Yes, I highly
Oh,
agree.
it had. I mean, it picked up the cover, and it didn't. I'm not going to just say by lines. It picked up the comic book by. I mean, absurdness. Some of it's a little bit absurd. I mean, a lot of more heroics in it.
Yes.
Colors were amazing.
No, the colors were amazing.
I mean, and even the energy when they show like any times of forms of energy stuff, something it'd be more like something somebody would draw. Even let's go to the start of the movie when the movie opens up and you're kind of going in on stalagmites and you see the lava. Didn't it
Yes.
look kind of like a comic book or a cartoon at
It did.
first?
It did. It immediately felt like to me it's like this movie is different from the first two Thors because
Oh,
like
it's
Thor
way
start
different.
like he didn't narrate like right. It seems like he's narrating, but he's telling to a story to that skeleton inside that cage.
Yeah, well, you think, well, actually, yeah, you start off, you think he's narrating to you,
Yes.
but then when you get into the cage, it's there's a skeleton. He's just crazy.
He just I don't know how long he's been there. It looks like he's been there for a while.
Yeah. Well, the problem is he's kind of like Drax. His plan is to get captured.
Yes, because he was telling you the reason he's gone because he's been researching these Infinity Stones.
But I mean, in a way, it's smart because how does James Bond figure out what the villain's doing? Get captured. Almost in
Yes,
everything, you get captured. And then the villains have got to brag about it and tell you what they're gonna do.
and that's exactly what that creature did, right?
Yeah,
Salter,
yeah,
whatever his name. Yeah, he told his plan was, and then like
yeah.
at the end,
While
this
while he's spinning around on a chain, you remember his wait, stop,
yeah,
stop. Let me
I'm not
let me
even
spin
moving.
around. I'm not moving this. It'll just take a minute. Couple seconds. I feel like we made a connection right there.
Yeah, that is so funny when he was hanging on that, and he's spinning around. That made that so fun, like the timing of it and everything when they're
Yeah, well,
spinning.
I mean, I think that it's okay. This movie came more in line with a lot of other Marvel movies that are serious, but they
Yes,
have humor, and the humor is pretty good. I mean, the last Thor movies, they've all had humor, but it's just the humor wasn't really working. I mean, like the first Thor movies, you go, "Hey, what was humor other than getting hit by a
get
car, throwing a glass down,
and then
getting
that
electrocuted,
line that like
yeah,
we have
getting
Jackie
tasered."
Chan, Xena,
That's
and
about
Robin Hood.
yeah. There wasn't that much humor to it. And then the second one, I'm thinking somewhere he got tasered and so forth, but that's about it. I mean, I don't remember that. I mean, the other two were good, but this one just blows them away.
No, this one tremendously blow it away.
I've heard some people go, "Oh, I don't really like it." I'm like, why? Why could you not like this?
I don't who I have never talked to anybody else about like which Thor is the
And
best out of the
I
three.
think the best thing about this movie is what is keeping Chris around for the next Thor movies.
Yeah, because him and the director connected on this.
Well, I mean, it's just more fun.
It's way more fun just watching this.
He's probably thinking, "Huh, I'll do the in game and I'll go on like the rest of the Avengers." But
Mm-hmm.
no, he's sticking around, and I'm thinking, you better stick around. He's just getting good now.
Yeah, him and like I don't know even how to pronounce the director's name. Taika Waititi.
I don't know. I just call him Taki Waka.
Yeah, Taika Waka.
I mean, the guy, if he wants his name corrected, he can call us.
Yeah, if he by chance that he watches this, he calls us Taika Waka.
You know what he's thinking? He's probably like
Taika Waititi.
You know what he's probably thinking?
Taika. It sounds like a Japanese dude, just looking at his name.
Yeah, he's probably like, huh.
I'm not Japanese. I'm not even close.
He's like, huh, yeah, he's probably thinking, he's like, who is Lan and Sean?
You know what? Where is he from?
I don't know. Maybe Australia?
Is he from Australia?
I don't know. I'm guessing. Is he Australian?
New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay, that explains some stuff. Well, I mean, I knew he's from I figured he was from that area because he films a lot over there. But
he does? I mean, I don't know. I never heard of this guy until this movie.
Yeah, I never heard of him to this movie either.
Yeah, he did 4 other movies.
After Thor come out, then you hear nothing but this guy.
Yeah.
Because he made Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit, and he's doing the other Thor.
I think he did some acting stuff. Because supposedly he was in some movies that I think we've already talked about, and we don't even know, we didn't use background.
Oh.
We never noticed this guy.
You never noticed this guy. I mean, like, I didn't see any acting thing on his filmography here, but like he's always been a director and writer actually. Yeah. He didn't write Thor Ragnarok, but he wrote the next one, Love and Thunder.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see how good his writing is. We know how good his directing is.
Yeah, his directing is very good.
His directing rocks. Well, as far as superhero movies go, it rocks.
I was gonna say his voice acting is very good too, because he's Krog,
Oh, he is. What was the character's name?
Krog, right? Korg. Krog.
Yeah. Okay. Krog.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just so funny when the Valkyrie comes in. Like, I'm looking for Krog. Like, who's asking? Well, I know you are asking, but is there anybody else?
Asking, yeah. And then he hands him the gun. The revolution starts. The best line in there is when when he shows up, when Thor throws up to meet him for the first time. I'm a rock guy. He goes, made out of rocks. He makes that paper scissors joke.
Yes.
Yes, and of course he's like, I had a revolution. I started a rebellion, but I
made a pamphlet. Yes.
Yeah, I ran out.
But he's not like, only my mother and her boyfriend show up. I don't really like that guy.
Yeah. And he's like, so I guess you're the new Doug. Tell stories of the new Doug.
Because Doug's died.
What after him, he's dead now. Of course, you see Thor run around that circle. Remember the best line? I love it. It goes, it's like a circle, but it's a little weird. He's come back.
I thought it was like a time loop when he ran there. Like when he ran so fast, it's just really small.
Yeah, I love it. It's like, yeah, it's a circle, but it's weird.
Dude, it's so great. So I want to talk about the color green. As you can see, right? It's like Loki's green. Hela is green. Isn't it weird?
I thought Hela was black.
No, black and green. Like the theme is black and green. She has that
green, and of course, the Hulk.
Yes.
Oh, I love this movie because it had the Hulk in it. This is another Hulk movie to me.
Yeah, kind of like Iron Man in like Spider-Man and Civil War, right?
Yeah. And this has a lot of stuff like Iron Man in the Spider-Man, last Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
There's some scenes that match it to me.
It's like a huge superhero shows up in another superhero movie.
This is a big team up.
No, yes. Then we see a bigger fight between Thor and Hulk.
Yeah, and it has Valkyrie, which is a character in the comic books too.
Yes.
I mean, everybody was, but of course, this is the end.
So this is like the side Avengers movie.
This is a side Avenger movie. This is like, what happened to these two guys in Civil War? Well, here they are. They're doing something.
So I see a meme.
Planet.
I saw a meme, right? Like, you know why why Thor and the Hulk wasn't in Civil War? Because there would be no more airport left. Because it doesn't matter which side they were on. They had to be opposite side. There'd be no more airport left.
I think there was almost no airport left anyway. So.
After what happened.
Yeah, after you had Giant Man walk around.
Did you see these extra features though?
Do what?
I think was it? I can't remember which one where Thor lives in Australia with a roommate named Daryl.
I saw him a long time ago. I didn't see him recently.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
when
I
he
just
lives
saw
with
it
his roommate
recently.
in Australia.
Yeah,
Because
because the same guy plays the what do they call it? The Grandmaster? He lives with the Grandmaster. The same dude that
oh, I
lives
didn't
with
see that one where he lives with. Oh, where the grand. Yeah, I did. I forgot that. Which the Grandmaster is awesome.
yeah, the Grandmaster, like what, like the special features. I don't know if they like the MCU continues on with the storyline of the extra stuff, right? But it seems like they do, kind of like Agent Carter and item
Well,
whatever,
I think it leaves them a place to pick up in case there's
in
a lot
case
of
he can
fans.
come back. Okay,
Yeah, a lot of fans like
because
it.
Grandmaster moved to Earth. Actually, LA to be very specific because that's where Daryl said, like, well, me and my last roommate didn't work out, but I got a job, and then now I relocated in LA, and then I had to find a roommate, right? And it's the Grandmaster. But I think I forgot, like in the beginning. Remember when he did the melting stick, and he asked her like, "What does this smell like?" Like it's burnt toast. There's a scene with Daryl and the Grandmaster, right? And he's like sniffing the burnt toast. I totally forgot about that. And we forgot to point out another major character. Doctor Strange is in this for
Yeah, well,
quite a
Doctor
bit.
Strange is after we see him battle the demon that's going to end all of well
Right,
the
because he said
all
Odin
the
wasn't in
starts.
Asgard. So that's
Huh?
because he planned to take over Asgard, right?
Who?
That Suitor
No,
guy.
he's not going to take over Asgard. He's going to
No,
destroy it.
he's gonna
That
destroy
is
it.
that is the prophecy.
Right.
Everybody knows the prophecy. It's Ragnarok.
Yes.
Ragnarok is supposed to be the destruction of Asgard, and everything starts over again. All the people are supposed to die, and then their children take over.
Yes. So
It restarts
I
again.
was gonna point out that's when he told Thor like it's easy to do it now because Odin is not on Asgard. Because
Yeah.
Thor made a face when he said that, like, what do you mean Odin is not
Well,
on
this is
Asgard?
actually a neat thing in a way because the movie starts off as a prophecy,
Yes.
and this guy's got to go, I destroy Asgard. It's not really a big deal. Just let me do it.
Yep.
And the thing is, in all movies, then the hero's got to stop it, and the hero usually prevents it.
Yes.
In this movie, they try and then they realize, yeah, she can't prevent this because this is
No.
just going to happen.
It's
So
just
they
gonna
help
happen.
it, and everything works out until they get to they're in their spaceship flying through space in the cutscenes.
What were we at? Oh, okay, yeah. So I thought about Thor, and I love that when
The funny
he
thing
go back
happened to
to
me on the way to Earth.
yes. So oh yeah, well before the Earth, I love it when he goes back to Asgard, and then they have that giant statue of Loki.
Yeah, well, yeah, remember it starts off with this because remember he's trying to get to Asgard. He keeps you remember he
Called
fights that
Heimdall. Yep.
dragon. He keeps yelling to Heimdall. Heimdall, come on, Heimdall, and they did the shows. We see, is it Courage?
Yes.
Is it Courage? Is that his name?
Surge, like the
Surge.
soda when I first heard. I thought it was like the
Scourge,
soda.
yes,
Yeah.
Scourge. Yeah,
Scourge.
Scourge here. He's entertaining two women. And of course, he shows them his two M16s that he got traveled to a land called Texas.
Texas. And you know what? We have to mention the actor's name because we love this guy.
Yes.
Karl Urban.
Dread.
Yes.
Dread. Dr.
Dread.
McCoy.
Dr. McCoy. Yes.
And he's on The Boys.
He's in the boys, but you haven't
He's
watched
one
that.
of the
But like
boys.
when I first saw him, right, I was so surprised, and at the same time, I'm like,
Oh, he also fought Jason Bourne, by the way, which is kind of cool because Jason Bourne's in this movie.
ah, yes. Which now he goes back to Asgard. I like how they brought that dragon head. Oh well, before they brought the dragon head, I like how Thor put the hammer on his tongue, and then so he couldn't go.
Yeah, stay there. The fighting got better too. I mean, people started to use more of the tricks they can do because I mean, even Loki with the knives, he
Yes,
put on a pretty good fight.
he put on a pretty good fight. Even Thor with all the when they was fighting right before he got out.
You wondered if Loki. I mean, in the last deals, you wonder if Loki could even fight.
Yes.
Kinda. He's always stabbed somebody in the side. But
Yeah, it's just like a quick kill. Yeah.
He's actually could fight with the knives.
Yes, that's his signature move, right? He does the arm thing, and then two knives come out.
Yeah, and he could
And
fight.
Thor kind of did that in this one.
Well, he put up a good fight against Valkyrie. That's what I was like,
Yes.
wow, if he could fight against Valkyrie. He's Loki.
He's trained, yeah.
Yes, he could do some fighting. But yeah, we go to Asgard and we see the gigantic statue of Loki. So something's wrong. But we also know that Loki's in control of Asgard anyways.
Yes, at the end of the second one, the Dark
Yeah.
World.
Yeah. So of course he's still acting like he's Odin, and there's a big play.
Yes, the big play just to like everything is praise Loki. with the statue, with the play.
Oh no, because Loki saved everybody. Loki saved the day. I mean,
They just basically, you know, it's really funny. When I watched this, right, I haven't watched The Dark World, so I didn't know they were doing the play of The Dark World.
Yeah, I'm glad I actually watched it, so I was happy because as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I saw this. Except, of course, the Warriors 3 wasn't there. Remember, it had Lady Sif and the Warriors 3 in the background.
It's just so funny. Like, tell him I didn't do it.
You got to point out that Loki's being played by Matt Damon.
Yes. So when I saw that, I was like,
Sam Neill.
Yes, Sam Neill from Jurassic Park. I know.
And here's the neatest thing: Thor is being played by
Chris Hemsworth. Luke Hemsworth, right?
Yeah, Luke Hemsworth, Chris's brother.
Yep. I thought it was like, because when I saw it, like, I didn't know who they were, right? Like, even Matt Damon, because the hair just threw me off. I'm like,
I knew it was Matt Damon.
That looks like Matt Damon.
That's Matt Damon.
Because he's laying on the ground, like, tell him I didn't do it for him.
Yeah, I knew it was Chris Neal real easy.
Yeah. Not Sam Neill. You said Chris Neal. Sam Neill.
I don't know. I talked to you about Chris Neal. Hey, same guy.
You want to say Chris Hemsworth, but it's Luke Hemsworth. Like, I didn't recognize Luke's Hemsworth because I don't think I ever.
I didn't know. Him. I actually didn't know who that was.
Yeah, because
thought that guy looked pretty.
He looks very familiar because he looks like Chris. All of the brothers look alike, but he looks like Chris.
I didn't know that was him. I mean, I just knew the other two actors.
Yep, just know the other two actors. Yeah,
I wouldn't know Luke Hemsworth at all.
Yeah, it's just so funny to see them in there. Like, is Matt Damon even credited in this movie? Or he's just like, I just want to be in the Thor movie.
Yeah, can I be in Thor? And guess what? The funny thing is, he's going to be in the next one.
Yeah, I saw that too. So I wonder how it plays out.
He may just be an actor.
He's supposed to answer because he's probably Asgardian.
But I don't know. They could change it all up, but
yeah, but we don't know.
It's just must be an actor. I mean, they got to have a Loki now.
Yes.
Their universe Loki's dead.
Yes.
Why would you hire an actor to play Loki though?
Oh, maybe they'll do an Endgame because he gave up the Tesseract, remember, to Thanos. Maybe they will reenact that part.
Who knows? I don't think Thor's much for theatrics, but
no, he's not. Thor's not for theatrics.
I mean, yeah, because he broke up the show. You watched it. They had a little blue kid come out.
Yes. You know, it's so funny. He knew it was Loki like almost immediately, right?
Yeah. I mean, come on, because why would Odin have wouldn't let any of that stuff go on?
Yeah.
It's just didn't lay around eating grapes and watching stuff.
No, with council meeting and city meetings. And,
yeah, it didn't make any sense when he asked him all those questions. Like, what? Of course, he finally has to show himself when he almost gets hit in the face.
Yeah, in the face of Mjolnir. Yeah, with Jonathan. With Mjolnir.
So now the funny thing is everybody's just looking on like,
yeah. Oh, I guess Loki is alive, right? After all these plays that they watch, like he's alive.
Yeah. Then he's like, so what did you do with father? And the next thing you see is they're in New York, standing on a curb where
yes.
Happy Acres?
Shady Acres.
Shady, yes, Shady Acres.
I thought it was very interesting when they say Shady Acres. Like, I guess it's the old folks' home.
Yeah, it was an old people's home.
Yeah, old people's home. He just left him there. Like, where did you exactly
leave
him?
It was an insane asylum, but yeah, it was like I think it was an old people's home. They stuck him in. And then of course at the start it goes, so where did you leave him? Did you leave him on the street or did you leave him in the building that was being demolished?
Yes, that was really funny.
Then you see that stuff, the rings come on.
Well, before the ring stuff, I thought it was really interesting how they just give another throwaway line for what happened to why Jane is not in this movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot with the picture.
Yeah, with the picture with the selfie. Hey, sorry, Jane dumped you. Like, I didn't dump. Like, she didn't dump me. I dumped her. It was a mutual dumping.
Yeah, of course, looked like yeah, whatever. Sure.
That's when you talk about that ring. So when that ring start to I guess reveal itself, right? I got excited too.
Well, the thing is, though, I guess Jane would have dumped him because she didn't show up to Tony Stark's party in Age of Ultron. And this movie takes place 2 years after Age of Ultron.
Yep.
So he's been broken up for 2 years.
Yeah, and because he
forgot to point out when we did the Spider-Man in the last one, Tony Stark got engaged to Pepper Potts.
Yes.
Big deal.
It is a big deal because that's exactly
even though we forgot to mention anything about it.
Yeah.
So,
well, we never mentioned anything because they never said anything. We just know that in Infinity War.
Yeah, well, you remember he had the ring at the end of the
Yes
Spider-Man. Happy pulls out the ring, and she's like, "You had that in your pocket?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been carrying this around for since the first movie."
I thought it was a good shot when he threw it and Tony Stark caught it. You know, I thought it was a good shot.
Well, here's the neat thing though: if Tony Stark could have been here when Thor was here, he'd be like, "Tony Stark 1, you 0." Because where's Jane? Where's Jane?
Oh, they talk about Jane is better. That's why
remember
from
when they
Age
got
of
in a fight
Ultron.
in a Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Where they're bragging about their girlfriends that
Yep.
broke up with
And
them.
Maria Hill is like
I mean, I would never brag about anybody who broke up with me. What?
Tony Stark 1, Thor 0.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That little squirrel, yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He'll get his chance in the next Thor movie.
Yeah.
Because Tony Stark's dead.
Just so messed up. And Jane is back. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, Jane's back. So good for him.
Yep. So we'll see.
I wish him all the luck. I mean, everybody seems to be getting together. J-Lo, Jennifer, whatever. Well, the whole world's uniting. After you get out of COVID, just everybody gets together.
Yeah, everybody just get back. We've been apart for too long, so I forgot what I was missing.
And then everybody's gonna get sick of each other again.
So we'll see how that goes. So let's go back to your Doctor Strange thing when that ring comes
up. Because Loki's he's like, what kind of magic is this?
He's like, I'm not. This is not me.
Right then, you know that to me, Doctor Strange is more powerful than Loki.
Oh, interesting.
I think his magic would be more powerful.
Because he didn't mention, Loki did mention, you think you're some kind of sorcerer?
Yeah, you think you're some kind of sorcerer. And I don't know how the magic game works, but I'm thinking they're probably surprised because, they've been controlling humans for hundreds of years and doing their stuff, and all of a sudden you got this guy. It's like, I'm as powerful as you now.
Yeah, they make a lot of reference to wizards because, reading some kind of wizard. Like Loki said that to Thor, right? And then Thor is like, then why do you dress like one? Because he's wearing that all black suit. I'm not some kind of wizard. Like, why you dress like one? I thought that was so funny. And then Doctor Strange shows up. A witch. That's right. He called him a witch.
Because of a witch. Yeah. What you look like one.
Yeah. Yeah, why do you look like one? Yeah, not a wizard. It's Thor calling Doctor Strange a wizard when he's like,
because wizards now. In his house, and he keeps transporting him around.
Oh, I love that scene when he keeps doing it. He's like, wait, would you stop doing that?
And of course, it jumps to the scene that we saw at the end of Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Remember, because we were wondering why is Thor at his house?
Yeah.
Now we're at it. Because remember, so what do you drink? Not tea.
Yeah, not tea. And he give him that beer. He's like, huh.
Yeah, but he drinks the beer out and it fills back up. That is so awesome. I want it.
Yeah, he's like, that's a really good illusion. And then he just fills back up. He's like, huh.
Yep. It looked like good beer too.
I like that Doctor Strange already know that the hammer is the umbrella. He's like, you could put down your umbrella. Because Thor was holding it tight.
Yeah, I know he was holding it.
He didn't know who this was.
Did Doctor Strange know that was his hammer?
Oh, I thought he did because he told him he could put down.
He
his
didn't
umbrella.
seem to act like he knew when it busted up his house.
Yeah, no, because I think it's just like, why didn't you just go get it?
The neat thing is, the umbrella though is neat because in the comic books he carried a cane.
Oh, is that what the
Thor does? Would turn into a cane.
Oh,
we see the scene where he has the umbrella and you hit the cane against the ground once.
Yeah,
and it turns into Mjolnir.
Yes.
And he turns into Thor.
Yes,
and that's what that scene when he gets out there to Norway. He hits it.
He hits that. Yeah, like I thought he'd hit that kind of weird.
Everything. Yeah, he turns back into Thor. Oh, he got his Thor cosplay on, and he's ready to fight.
So it's interesting when Thor talks to Doctor Strange, right? Because Doctor Strange tells him he keeps a list of people or things that could be like a threat to the Earth.
Yeah.
And that's why he asks him why did you bring Loki here?
The aliens must have snuck up on him in that last movie, though, because he didn't seem to know they were there because he's too busy going to get the ice cream.
Oh, in the last movie, yes.
Yeah, Infinity War. Remember, him and his friend are going to go get ice cream. They didn't even know there's aliens there. It's like,
yeah. Or maybe that's not a big enough threat.
Okay.
I just thought it wasn't a big enough. Like if Thanos have shown up, that's a whole different story. It's just these henchmen, right?
Okay. Well, Loki's kind of a henchman.
So,
I mean, I know Loki wants to be a big player and all, but he's using always something.
I think he because those aliens didn't know, but Loki came to Earth before, and that's why he has now. If Loki comes back, it's different.
Apparently, he must know a lot. Some of his books must. Well, I mean, we all know some of the Asgardian myths, anyways.
Mm-hmm. But
to them, I mean, in his book collection, may know where they really come from, who they are, and a lot about them.
Yeah.
And they may the Wizard Supremes or Sorcerer
Sorcerer
Supreme
Supreme, yeah.
may see Asgardians as some kind of threat in a way.
Yeah. No, you're
Because
right.
no way they've subjugated Earth. I mean,
Because
they
in the
consider
beginning,
Earth.
like Doctor Strange wanted them both out of here. Because he
Yeah,
asked them like, "What are you looking for? How do I get you out of here as soon as possible?"
well, yeah. Basically, he just wanted him to take his brother and give.
Yep, just go. Because like, yeah, that's why he helped him to find Odin. And it's really funny. They touch on this twice when he asked him like, "Hey, I need a string of your hair." Nobody touches my hair. Then he pulls it out anyway.
Yeah. And the thing is, he already knew where Odin was.
He does because he talked about like he wanted to be left alone because
Yeah.
he's on Earth, and Doctor Strange would know like, "Whoa, what is this person doing here?"
So he must have visited with him.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing.
Yeah. But then they go and they see, of course, he opens the deal and they go see their dad.
Right, and then like before that, like I like how when Thor is like, I'll be needing my brother. Oh yeah, that's right. So he did the whole, and
Yeah.
Loki's like, I've been falling for 30 minutes. I didn't know he was even counting. He was so mad.
Yeah, I like it. Of course, he pulls his knives out, tries to cut him,
Yes,
and he goes,
try to
"Yep,
cut
you're
him.
going now."
Yep. So I thought that would be interesting to see who would win in a fight like that, right? It's like basically Loki learned his magic from his witch mother. No, his mom,
Yeah.
you know, was a witch.
Yeah.
A witch versus a wizard, as Thor would put it.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, yeah, which one a magic wouldn't be as powerful as a sorcerer? A sorcerer's
So what?
a wizard's a sorcerer. I mean, a sorcerer is a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would view a wizard as being more powerful than
A witch. See, I don't know about that magic
I
one.
don't know all that stuff either because
Yeah.
I don't get into it. But I mean, I automatically assume that a wizard is a higher level than
And a
because
witch.
you have a sorcerer or a sorceress.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
A witch or a morlock. A witch is a female and
A warlock is male, yeah.
Yeah. Even though we're gonna have Adam Warlock, I don't get that. But hey,
Well, that's just a name, okay?
we'll see. Yeah, I mean,
It's a name to me right now. I don't know how they're gonna use that later. If they,
I mean, at least
they're
he
gonna
was
use
a
it.
warlock, so we're okay.
Okay, they still have a while to cast. I don't know if they're shooting Guardians Volume 3 yet. If they're gonna cast, right, they probably are stuck looking right now to see who's gonna play Adam Warlock if they're gonna bring him into the story.
They probably already have somebody in mind, but I don't think they've even started yet.
No, they haven't started because the
'Cause,
movie doesn't come out until
the movie
23.
that they're directing hasn't come out yet. So
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't bring any DC bad habits with him back to Marvel.
No,
But they see Odin, and
Yes.
what I like about the scene is Odin's not mad at Loki.
no.
I mean, he still considers him his son and all that. Everything's okay, you know, to him.
Because he
Everything's
accepted his fate, right? Like he knows he's about to die.
Yeah,
And
he knows
something
it's
worse
about to
is happening.
But he always knew it was going to come in.
Yeah.
So it's like the way he
So-
sees it's fine there.
I want to bring something up that I just realized like maybe a couple of weeks ago, right? I think the timing of Thanos coming to Earth, right, is just perfect. Do you think if Odin was alive, he's more powerful than Thanos? Because
I think
Odin
Odin is more.
what?
Odin's more powerful than Thanos.
Oh, because I read about that and I never knew.
I would say he is. He had to be. Because, I mean, that's probably the only reason it's kept it right away. Plus, I mean, apparently Odin knows about the Infinity Glove
Yeah.
because we see one in the trophy room.
Yes.
Even though it's fake,
It's fake, yeah.
he knows about it. He knows about all the stones. I mean, he's been protecting what? How many rims is it? 7, 8, or 9? 9 rims that he forcefully took,
Yes.
you know, at one time. Of course, he's a good ruler, and Earth has slowly slipped out of their control, even though they count Earth as being their possession.
Yes.
Which
Midgard.
could be why, you know, the Sorcerer Supreme's like, yeah, y'all don't really own the Earth anymore.
I got this.
Move on. Yeah, you need to move on.
So
But yeah,
okay. So I always wonder about that. So as soon as you say Odin is more powerful than Thanos, okay.
I'd say he would. I'd say that nobody could take over Asgard with Odin there.
Oh, because I
Even
was
though
thinking
we've
about the same
seen-
thing with Hela too. When before we talk about her coming to after Odin's gone, right? I thought like Thor is not even as powerful as Hela in this whole movie.
Well, in a way, it would be hard to beat. Well, let me put it this way. How do you kill Death? Because Death is already dead.
Is this what? So were they like? So it's literally she's the goddess of death. You can't kill.
She's goddess of death. You know, he's got. I mean, it'd be like trying to kill. I mean, even though I've seen
The Green
people
Reaper.
shock Thor, you can't kill Thor with lightning.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know,
Well, can Thor be even killed?
can Thor be killed? Yes.
Yeah,
All
right.
Asgardians could be killed. We already saw Odin die.
Odin die. Well, I thought he just did the Jedi
Plus, in
thing.
the last, I don't know if you were paying attention to the last movie. They killed tons of Asgardians.
Well, are all Asgardian gods or just the royal family?
All Asgardians, anybody that lives in Asgard.
Or anybody that live in Asgard? Like gods to humans?
Well, they're gods to us, but they're not
Oh.
all like as powerful. I mean, I'm sure there's levels to Asgardians. I mean, not any Asgardian is as powerful as Heimdall.
Like Matt Damon. Is Matt Damon more powerful than, you and I?
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, any regular Asgardian is going to be more powerful than us.
Oh, interesting. So, because I don't know much about that history.
Yeah, Asgardian is going to be like Superman to us.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking some of the Asgardians probably just have. I don't know if they have power. They have more technology. I mean, the royal family seems to have a lot of stuff. I mean, some warriors are better than that, but I mean, Thor is being more powerful because he's Odin's son.
Oh, okay.
I mean, King Bor, we never really see him, but he must have been extremely powerful too.
Yes.
And like they said, they said they get their power from being on Asgard.
Yeah, being on Asgard,
You know,
yes.
probably sitting in the throne would have made Thor more powerful.
Oh.
You got to think Odin was in power for millions of years.
Yeah, millions of years, yeah.
You know, because King Bor would be before even anything even existed on Earth. And then Odin would have been why things were forming on Earth. You know, it's millions of years. And you got to think, even it shows this way, when Odin was young, he took over he used war. He used his daughter in the war to take over all those deals. And then he probably became a wiser king.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get older, kind of like it shows Thor does that. When he grows
older. Yeah, I'm sure
older,
he was like Thor when he was younger. You know?
That makes a lot of sense. Like how you said before, like everybody ages in this MCU, like for the movies, right? They have to age.
And you also got to remember that we also see when they go to the temple or the main palace on Asgard. Remember the ceiling?
Yeah.
See the story of Asgard, and
yes.
Of course Helena's not there, so she destroys it, and it shows another story.
The real history.
It shows the old history. It doesn't show the real history because the first one was real history too.
Yeah.
It showed a more pleasant history. They put their. I mean, it happens in the real world. People get all mad when y'all never told us. So it's like it wasn't hidden. It's just why relish.
I want to talk on that. So it's so funny that they just basically there's a ceiling, right, of the older history, and then basically they just build another ceiling and paint all over that. And I'm thinking like, why don't they just paint over the old one?
I think they did in a way. They probably made it like we see the plaster roofs we see in Italy and stuff, where they painted on the roof, and then they put plaster on it, and then they painted over top of that.
Oh, okay.
You don't want the paints to bleed through. It's hard to paint over the top of something.
Oh, okay. Oh,
especially back then because the way paints are.
I'm not familiar with this stuff. That's how I thought. Like
basically they hit the plaster because we're finding places in our real world where plaster's peeling off and there was something else painted underneath it.
So that's how they did things.
It's like changing a page in a book. You lived this for a long time. I'm tired of it. We're sorry what we did. Paint over it and we move on. Oh. People go, oh well, they erased it. I'm like, so there was no choice. What were they going to do? Take the ceiling out and go put it in a museum and then put another ceiling in? No.
Just
goodness gracious.
Keep building.
Yeah, that's just stupid. I mean, things have changed. We can put stuff in a museum now, but you can't take a roof from an old building because it wasn't an old building. It's a building they're currently applying.
Yeah.
But Helena didn't make sense to the world Asgardian.
No, it didn't. Nobody knew who she was. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, before we get to that, right, I want to go back to once Odin dies, she came immediately. I thought that was awesome. Like,
because his power was keeping her locked up.
Exactly.
I don't know where she was locked up. Phantom Zone, probably.
But. Yeah. Let's just always go back to Superman.
I mean, come on, she just comes out of nothing. So I'm like,
she came out immediately. Like,
yeah, she popped out immediately. I mean, because his power faded. He used the force, fell apart, and
his force fell apart, and then she came. I have to say, the first time I saw Cate Blanchett come out of that whatever nothingness, like the cloud you see Thor, she was the hottest thing I ever seen in my life in that whole movie. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Who designed this uniform?
Let me tell you what, that's probably why people are so happy to die. This is what we're gonna see. I thought we were gonna see like some guy with a sickle
Yeah,
coming out, a skull face, but no, this hot chick comes
this
out.
hot chick comes out like some kind of goddess from Hot Topic just came out of the sky.
Oh, she's a little too old to be in Hot Topic, though.
She is. She's almost 50 in that
I'm
movie.
not calling her old. I was not calling her old.
Oh
But
no.
if
Oh,
you go
she's
not-
too old to be in Hot Topic. I got you. Okay, I got you. Yes. So she
I meant
comes
a
down.
woman opposed to a girl.
Yes. And I like how they trying to talk to her immediately.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, "Hey, sis, what's up?"
Yeah, like, hey sis, what's up? Like, and then like,
Sorry,
oh
I'm sorry you've been in the penitentiary for a while.
yeah, oh yeah, wherever you were,
Yeah, for all the crimes.
the
you
Hot
committed.
Topic from the Phantom Zone. Yeah.
Yeah, for all the crimes you committed. Yeah, because that does look. She's wearing a suit like remember Man of Steel? Those
Yes.
women chase after Superman.
Oh yeah.
Almost same thing, except they can't make her hair like hers.
Yes, she had. I believe she has magic too, or I don't know what she's using.
I'm sure she's got magic.
Yeah, because the first
Well,
thing she
yeah,
fixed her
starting
hair
with
with
the
that
hair.
weird antenna thing, and
But
then she pulled two swords
to us
out.
little mind people,
Yeah,
it's just magic.
and then she did the Loki move with the two swords instead of two knives.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then of course she destroys Jonathan.
Yes, so it was interesting. I was thinking like, how did she do that? But then like later in the picture, right? Like when she showed the real history, she was holding Mjolnir.
Yeah, she's holding Mjolnir. And remember here's the thing with us. We always keep viewing as how good you are.
No, it's
The
how.
hammer is just the hammer. Well, actually, you got to forget the with the spell
Yes,
for
the
picking
spell.
the hammer and stuff. Whoever shall have the power of Thor wasn't put on it until the first Thor movie.
Yes.
So before then, just about anybody that Odin gave you the hammer to.
Yeah, it's only after that spell.
Yeah, it was only after that spell things changed. And it's mainly just being Thor. So yeah, like Peter Parker, he was a good kid. He could never lift the hammer.
Yeah.
It's not because it didn't make him a ruler. He's not going to be that guy.
He's not gonna be that guy.
I mean, Steve Rogers could be Thor.
And like I think it was really surprising to both Thor and Loki when she broke the hammer. Like she completely crushed it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has a lot more to do with being able to make king level decisions.
Yeah. Whew.
And leadership. And I mean, come on, there was no leadership that's going to beat Captain America's.
No, you're right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, of course.
It wasn't so much that he was so good. It's he could make the tough calls to make the right decision. Because I mean, thinking some leadership decisions would cost somebody their lives.
Oh yeah.
Peter Parker would be too good to make those decisions.
Yeah. He just.
I mean, Iron Man, he just wants to save the whole world. That he almost would lose the world.
He's doing things what he thinks is right for.
Yeah, I mean,
his
well,
point
that's
of
the
view.
thing. But he won't lose somebody.
Yeah, he won't lose somebody. Captain America will lose himself.
He knows who to lose. Yeah, he knows who to lose and when to lose somebody.
Yeah.
And I noticed there was a big argument about him not destroying Vision to get the ring out, but that's another movie. We'll get to that. But
Use that ring.
it doesn't. But
The stone
it
out.
doesn't affect him picking up the hand
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
because he knows. Because I mean, he's Steve Rogers. No question.
Yeah. It's all
But it's cool. Yeah, she destroyed that hammer, but that's a hammer that she's welded and crushed people in the head with.
Yes.
And she's got more power because I mean, all her power was locked up.
Yes.
And of course, Loki does something stupid.
Yeah.
He call us back.
Call us back
Of course,
immediately. That was a
that's the
great plan for her.
yeah, because she wouldn't been. It would have took her for years to get to Asgard.
Right. I think that's why Odin chose that place to die.
I don't know. I'm wondering. I kind of had this theory. I was wondering, what if Odin actually? Because in real life, Odin's myth kind of came from that area.
What do you mean from the area?
Well, you know, Odin's not real.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a Norse legend.
Okay.
So it would be neat. That's neat to have him dying.
In Norway.
But where he originated? But I'm thinking, even in the MCU world, what if he was born in Norway?
Oh.
during the battles and stuff, because his dad and his mother would have traveled probably to these war zones.
Midgard was a war
Doing
zone,
their
yeah.
jobs, maybe he was born there, because we got people from the United States born in other countries
Yes.
because their parents are soldiers
Oh, okay, yeah.
or diplomats. So how do we know he didn't originate there? Because
Oh,
it
that's
may
really good.
like he may have actually was originated in Norway.
In Norway, that's why he died.
And in real life, in our world, he did originate in Norway.
Oh, that's really good. I mean, I don't know much about this stuff.
It may have been an accident. I think it was actually an accident. I think
Oh,
whole movie, they were supposed to have it all go down in New York.
Oh.
Because they're not really even in Norway, I think. I think they're either in Australia or New Zealand when they filmed that.
Oh, when they filmed that, yeah.
But it looks
It's just what they
enough.
say is Norway, yeah.
And people in Norway probably say they're going,
that's not
that
what it is.
doesn't look like Norway. We don't even look at anything like that.
We don't have green at all, okay?
Yeah, it's like when we're in Texas, we watch a movie, they say it's in Texas, you're like,
no, it's not.
Too many trees.
Yeah, not even in Zombieland. Well, Zombieland maybe, but when they say that place is Garland, that could have been Garland.
Oh, I think that was, man, you see how trashy that was? That was Garland.
So messed up.
That's sad. Anybody was saying that before he even said Garland. If you've been to Garland, before it popped up, you're like, it's like Garland.
Like, I just got gas from there.
Of course it says it. It's like, yeah, I've been there. I've been at that gas station. I won't ever stop at that gas station. It's rough like that before.
Okay, no, that the Odin with the Norway thing was very interesting to me.
I think it just kind of alluded. It made it sound like he started where he began.
Yeah, it's not where he began. No, I like that.
Where he began.
I mean, even if it's accidental or even they did it on purpose, I thought it was really good.
The scene worked.
No, the scene worked tremendously great.
I mean, the scene worked because I liked it, and I actually liked how he treated Loki and his two sons.
Yeah,
it's like we're family again because your sister's coming on.
Yeah, he knows that there's no way they could take her on. He knew it.
I mean, he already knows, but he didn't really explain to him.
No.
I mean, but the problem is, I'm sure as boys, they already knew the story of Ragnarok. It's the ending.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on your religion here on Earth, you know about the end days. Sometime it's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't stop it. I mean, of course you're going to try. I mean, why wouldn't you? That'd be stupid not to try.
So, I want to talk about that word Ragnarok. I never heard it before. But yeah, it means the end of all things, right?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like a recycle. It's like a start over. Because because Ragnarok is not the end. It was the end of that story, the North myth. Everybody, it's supposed to happen. Asgard gets destroyed. Odin dies. Thor is killed. Loki's killed. Almost all these people are killed by. They're killed by Hela. They're supposed to be killed by some giant sea monster.
Whoa.
In something else. It wasn't supposed to be Serta, I don't think.
Okay.
But it's supposed to have been some other beings help destroy it, bring about it. And the thing is, it's supposed to start all over again. Then you have Thor's kids and all the kids of the main Asgardian line. They come up and they start all over again.
Oh, okay. So like that. It's like the Lion King thing, the circle of life.
You build a new Asgard and they got new gods. And that's all it is. It's just a clean up, start over. I mean, a lot of cultures on this planet have that.
Oh.
Have a vision where something gets all burnt down.
It's about time to start over.
Yeah, it starts all over. I mean, it was supposed to be like the cleanup of, what was it? Was it Aztecs where the calendar counts down to a certain day? Somebody's supposed to clean it all up. And it just starts all over.
It's just that myth of believing.
Remember, everybody was freaking out. Oh, their calendar, the world ends. They don't believe in that. I mean, some people don't, and it's just things that some myths people don't really look into them right,
Yeah.
They automatically assume that they know something, and then this is the worst of it. And then if you really read about their culture, turns out it was no big deal.
It's a definition of the wording. Definition, yeah.
Yeah, so Ragnarok is not that bad. I think it's just supposed to happen and start over. It's just a new start.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I may be telling it wrong, but I mean, that's what this whole story is. It was supposed to be destroyed and start over again. I mean, I got a book behind me.
So, yeah, it's believed that Hela is the Ragnarok.
Okay. Well, I remember when the movie came out, I found I got a book on Norse mythology for almost every culture on the earth. And I found their book. And it told about it. And it told it how it gets destroyed and it starts over again.
Okay.
Almost every culture on this planet has a deal where it all gets destroyed and it starts over again.
Oh, that's very interesting.
It's just a theme. It's probably been ran through through human history for all the cultures. I mean, all the cultures, even religions and stuff, all share something similar in their stories.
So which made this movie even better then? For me
I
now,
think
just listening to this.
I mean, because so the Asgardians have to leave. I mean, we don't really know how it's going to end. I didn't know how it was going to end.
Yeah, I didn't know how it was going to end.
I mean, I read about it because I saw the trailer and I read about what Ragnarok was. And then, of course, I read about what it was in the Marvel comics, too.
Oh.
So, but I mean, I'm more interested in the MCU now.
Oh, definitely.
Than what's going on in the comic books. I mean, you're following. I mean, it's just, it's the new comic book.
That's the interesting thing to me, right? Like, a lot of people, like, even when we were growing up in the 90s, a lot of movies were based on books. Interview with a Vampire, Jurassic Park, those lawyer books from John Grisham. Everything was based on books, right? Now, when we read these, right, these are basically based on comic books that the popular storylines of the comic books.
Yeah, they're based on.
It's just based on someone else's writing that they already written and like, oh, this is a good
that's
story.
The thing. It's just about all movies. It doesn't matter what they got in, heroes, what they're based on popular or written media.
Yes.
I mean, and that's the best way to go. I mean, come on, Marvel's got a whole history. I mean, since
a whole bunch already.
I mean, Marvel's older than that, but I mean, most of their work the groundwork for the superhero story started in the '60s. I mean, and then all the way up to the '90s, and they rebooted this stuff because they're like, oh, we run out of stuff to tell, and then start again. But
yeah, I mean, like Frank Miller with Daredevil, like they just restarted again.
As long as you keep picking characters and letting them live out their lives, you'll never run out of material because Marvel Universe is huge.
Yes.
As long as they don't keep grabbing other characters and leaving them as background characters, or killing them off, you should have enough superheroes. Because, I mean, even crummy superheroes in the Marvel comics can be huge superheroes.
What would be some of those, like Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, and I'm sure there's fans, but I could not catch on to Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, you're
but they're
right.
Huge in the MCU. They're amazing. I can't get enough. Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, the characters are amazing. Thor, I didn't read Thor comic books.
I didn't either.
But
it didn't appeal to me.
Yeah, Hemsworth. Amazing.
Hemsworth is amazing.
I mean, Iron Man, I read it. I bought Iron Man comic books. But what we're seeing on the screen is way better. And it's basically because, all right, comic books, you save up your money and it costs like $1 or something.
Yeah.
And it's like $3 now, I think, or $5 now. I don't know how much it is. I don't go see. The problem is, if you didn't get every issue, there's some issues is good. It may be like a year you get one good issue or one good storyline.
Yeah.
The problem with the movies, they can pick the good storylines.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like they have the 30 years, right? Like you point out from the 60s to the 90s.
Exactly. Like the Spider-Man, they're going to be able to pick the best storylines.
Yeah, it's easy because like there's a lot of filler episodes. We talked about that before, but then like kind of like when you reference back to like which issue are you saying that is not as good as the comic book?
Yeah,
I always think about that. I read a lot of 60s and 70s Spider-Man, man. Not all of them, like majority of them, are not great. Okay, yeah. I just keep reading them.
Some of it was just, hey, we need to get an issue out this month. This artist doesn't want to work on it, and this drawing, this writer.
The writer, yeah.
We'll just go find these guys. Hey, go find somebody in the mailroom write this stuff. Which is funny because Stan Lee started in the mailroom at Marvel.
Yo, yeah. He's talking about that.
You'll find. You never. I mean, I'm not knocking mail writers. You never know who you'll find. But they grab these little guys, and either they'll shine or they won't.
Yeah, because you never know. Yeah,
you're right. I mean, a lot of the Marvel stories aren't good, but they do get every now and you get that good storyline, and that's what we get.
The storyline is the build up, kind of like all these movies building up to Infinity War.
Exactly, and you can grab a storyline that worked, improve it, and tweak it a little bit, and you can use different villains, different superheroes in it. And I mean, they've made a lot of superheroes. Right now, they've used all their A-team superheroes. But Ant-Man,
right now,
a lot of people don't want to watch Ant-Man. Some people don't even know who Ant-Man is. I love his movies.
Oh, I do.
Character, I loved it, but I loved Ant-Man anyways. I thought it was always interesting. I mean, because I love ants.
To me, in some form, right, the Ant-Man is like the Iron Man suit.
It is.
Yeah.
Come on.
He just can't fly.
I mean, he's not as super smart or tough.
He's not as super smart, right?
But Pym would be.
Yeah, Pym would be, yes.
but it doesn't matter. I mean, the character's interesting, it's relevant, and he's going to get 3 movies now.
Yeah, he
In The
is.
Wasp, she gets 2 movies.
And you know what? Like the next Ant-Man is probably gonna bring the villain for the new
But
Avengers.
here's another background character that's really popular. That I mean, she's been in the comics, Black Widow.
Oh yes.
I mean, it sucks that it took us this long to get a Widow movie,
Yeah. So is
but I mean,
Hawkeye. It takes so
but she
long just to get a
is,
TV show.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Hawkeye was a bigger character than she was in the comic books
Mm-hmm. Yes,
because he was the
Hawkeye. Yeah.
leader of the West Coast Avengers for a little while after Iron
Yes.
Man went. But the thing is, yeah, and her character is a very important part of the Marvel universe, and extremely.
Do you
I
think
mean,
it's because like I guess the sexism thing back in the '90s? Like, yeah, I agree.
yeah,
Hawkeye is a
well,
bigger
yeah, I could say
character.
it's for that too, but I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, it is.
he's in the arcade game with Captain America and the Avengers, like the 4 player
Yeah, I
one. You know,
know.
it's Iron Man, Vision, Captain America, and Hawkeye. Like what?
Yeah, I didn't get that because but Hawkeye, I do feel Hawkeye didn't get as much as he should have got. But the Black Widow finally got what she
What she
deserved. I
deserve?
mean, she's
Yes.
a very important character. I
Yeah.
mean, because she was always just this kind of spy or she was kind of that. I mean, she was a good fighter in some scenes, but mainly she was that, oh, I'm the woman, you should look at me, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I mean, her character is important. I mean, and then the thing is, another one that's getting very. I mean, she was kind of important too because she was Vision. They always did like the romance comics, but
Scarlet Witch,
Scarlet Witch.
Wanda.
And then they did have some good storylines. Their storylines, she actually got more storylines than Black Widow did. I feel like
Oh yeah. I think so too.
in the comic books, but yeah, some
I
characters
mean,
they
like there's separate line of Scarlet Witch comic books, right? But that's not really Black Widow.
yeah, there was never really a Black Widow stuff. I mean, every now and then people pick it up and make a good story, but in when her early days,
Yeah, it's just very background. As you're right, and then like now with like Disney Plus, right? What Disney is doing with MCU, Loki's a major character, right? And now they have a TV show just called Loki on Disney Plus.
yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the major characters, like it doesn't matter what medium they put it, as long as they do it right. Whether it's
Well, they're
movie,
showcasing a lot
yeah,
of they're showcasing a lot of the characters. They're giving them more because, like for example, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, we got a good because I mean you kind of have Sam Wilson in the background. Now they actually gave him a story, made everything around it, and so people go, oh, this they can say what they want about the movie, but the movie was to bring him in with knowing his character better.
yes,
It wasn't so much about the story; it was about building a character for the movies.
and now,
If you watch Winter Soldier in Falcon, it was a simple story. I mean, it was a good story. I liked the story, but it wasn't based on the story. It was based about them building him up to Captain America.
but yeah, building up to Captain
That's
America.
all it was. It was just making a better character. That way, we can just watch the movies and we're up to speed with him.
Yes.
Because he doesn't have as many movies as the Steve Rogers does.
No, he was his
Stuff,
background.
yeah, because he was background character, and we built Steve Rogers up to a point too. Because we started off with nobody, skinny little kid, and got that. So, I'd say that Marvel is building up characters better.
No, I know it's
There's tons of them. And that's the
come
thing.
from a
Like,
long way,
like Moon Knight. Moon Knight's supposed to come out. Moon Knight's not like a super A-string character, but he can be. All these characters, as Avengers come and go, they can make each one of the lower characters a bigger character.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, that's why I'm glad to see like the big three is gone, right?
Well, like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you got to bring the Iron Man back," or "We need to bring Iron Man back." Iron Man's awesome. I love Iron Man. I mean, but somebody else could take Iron Man's place. I mean, the storylines that they would have had that was great for Iron Man could be given to another character now. Can be given to War Machine.
Right.
I mean, War Machine has his own comic too. I mean, he's got a big following. He could be the next Iron Man for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, they could actually even put Moon Knight in some of the stories and build it up.
Oh, interesting. Yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's really not an end to what they can do.
No.
For some time.
I mean, like we already know in the middle of this, like this is the 17 movie. Like,
yeah,
I already see it here.
Yeah, I mean, there is so much they can do with characters. I mean, they're not going to run out. They just need to keep working on them.
No, they got it. They're
But that's
gold.
the thing. As long as, I mean, that's the thing. The Lane characters and then they haven't used that many Lane, but I'm seeing characters that most people don't remember or haven't seen can be big, huge characters now.
And you know what's really crazy? Like a lot of these MCU
Even
movies, in my
Quasar.
opinion, these are really good, right? But then, like, you still see movies produced that's not part of this timeline or whatever, like an independent movie based on whatever. Sometimes those are still a hit or miss. But like
Yes.
with this, right? It's like, whoa, when did we like Doctor Strange was good, and then Spider-Man from here on, this is good, and then Black Panther is great, and then we go into Infinity War.
Well, and I think a lot of it has the success is they branch in the movies, they connect the movies away, together. You don't actually have to see every the Marvel movies.
No.
But the problem is, if one Marvel movie is successful, gets a lot of audiences, that money helps keep the next movie
Yes.
successful. I mean, so basically, you're not making a Superman, and then if Superman 1 does good, you get a Superman 2, like a Batman. You do a Batman 1 and Batman 2. No, you do an Iron Man, it does good. You get a Hulk. If you do a Hulk, you get a this. That's the way it works. They're all sequels.
You know what?
Everyone doesn't name, because we keep going. Oh, we always say like Iron Man 2 is the sequel to Iron Man 1. Well, technically, Hulk is the sequel to Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2 is the sequel to Hulk. I mean, I know they're different companies and stuff, but all these movies since the Disney took on, they're sequels to each other, no matter what the name of the title.
No, you're right. Yeah, because like what you said about like if Superman does good, they make a Superman 2, right? Like
Yeah.
for this,
That's
right?
the way
They
DC
making
does it.
this regardless.
Yeah, they're making that because I mean, if Superman 1 does bad, they're still gonna make a Batman.
Which
But
is
here-
strange. What you just pointed out is a really different way of movie production now, because like movie production has never done this ever before.
Well, they're doing it with Star Wars. I see Disney's doing it with Star Wars too in a way. But a problem is it almost destroys everything.
Yeah, it's
Solo
different.
didn't do very good, so boom, they're doing TV now.
Yeah, they're doing TV. Yes.
The problem is they didn't give Solo much of a chance. Nothing but bad news for Solo when it came out, and that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
But I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen in this universe. I mean, in the Marvel line.
Well, so far it hasn't. I mean, like the TV
I
shows
think,
are great.
I think the problem is with most of the movies have been successful. So if they do hit a bad run or a bad character, they could fix it.
Oh yeah.
You know, they can go to the next character and it will probably work.
Well, up to this point, is there like what is the worst Marvel movie at this point?
I don't see a bad one. I mean, the Hulk is my least favorite.
The Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. Okay.
Yeah, if I had to pick which movie,
But this makes up for it. Like this Thor Ragnarok, the
this
Hulk
one
in here
makes
makes up for it. It feels like
But I'm talking about, but the Incredible Hulk movie just was so different, so out of the universe that if I was to pick any movie, I'll watch anything over the Hulk
oh, okay.
in the universe up to now. Because I mean, I'm not against the Hulk. It's just, hey, would you rather watch Iron Man or the Hulk? It's gonna be Iron Man.
Well, let's not say Iron Man. Would you watch Ant-Man or the Hulk? Or would you watch
I watch Ant-Man. I'm gonna
would you
watch
watch the
Ant-Man.
Dark World over the Incredible Hulk?
I'm gonna watch Dark World.
Yeah, I would too.
That's how my deal. I'm like, I put which movie would I watch over this? Hulk would be the very last on my list.
Yeah.
This one made up for the Hulk.
You know, I think I talk about that. Like, I don't think I've seen that movie even 5 times. The Incredible Hulk.
I haven't seen it 5 times. It's not a movie like most of the Marvel movies. I'll watch it the next day, and I'll watch it maybe every day in a row. And sometimes I'll leave it in the deep and just watch it all day long. But
Hulk, Thor Ragnarok this movie is just so good, man. It's just so like I remember when I watching it, right? Like when I came out, I was like, I need to make Heather watch this. This one
is almost one that gets better with the time you watch it too.
Yeah, it does. It just I watched it right before we did this, right? I just noticed that they mentioned Xandar.
Yeah, I mean this one has so much in it that you miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do. I miss a lot of it.
I mean the lines. I mean, what did they say? They think they improvised almost 80% of the movie.
Yeah,
I can see that. I mean, it's just there. I mean, the way you should let Thor do Chris Hemsworth do what he wants in a way, not anything he wants, but say a lot of things because he's done this character a lot. He's been 6 appearances now.
Oh shoot, has it been?
I may be miscounting, but he had enough appearance. Yeah, it may be 6 appearances up to now.
What is the 5th one, right? Like you have the first Thor, then you have you took 6 appearance, okay, because he did appear in Doctor Strange at the end of Doctor Strange. So yeah,
count Doctor Strange too.
So this is the 6th one, yes.
So in a way, this was kind of that. But I mean, he's comfortable with the character. He knows his character pretty well. I mean, like you hear the stories about them making Loki.
Yeah.
The guy that plays Loki, he's given lectures or history lessons on the history of Loki.
Oh crap!
I mean,
That's right.
He is
He is the character. Yeah.
he is the character. I mean, he even acts like the guy. He'll go out in the public if he portrays Loki in our real world, he does the Loki thing.
Oh,
I'm impressed with it. That's impressive to me.
yeah, I'm very impressed with Tom Hiddleston, right?
Yes, because I mean, he can be that character if he wants to.
Man, hey, I forgot what we were talking about. I forgot where we left off.
We're still with we just were introduced to Hela.
Hela, and then they go on the rainbow thing.
He follows them up to Asgard, which she knocks both of them out of the Bifrost.
Yes.
And makes her appearance. Of course, we haven't seen Hemsdale yet.
No, we haven't seen Hemsdale at all. Yet.
Yeah, we just know he's there. We've seen it. We know he's in hiding.
Yeah, we know he's in hiding. It's obviously Loki fires him as Odin, obviously.
And that's another thing we forgot to say. That's when Thor showed up and Hemsdale wasn't there.
Yeah,
he already knew something was wrong.
Yep.
Because Odin relies heavily
on Hemsdale. Yep.
There's no way Odin would have got rid of him.
Yeah, because Scourge called him what he was told was like he was a liar and a traitor or something. That was what that set off some bells right there.
Yeah, that didn't sound right. But here's the neat thing: when she shows up, she kills 2 of the warriors
immediately too. Like I was thinking, like where the heck they gone? Like okay, so they kill the other Punisher, Ron Stevenson. I can't remember what's the
Punisher Warzone.
Yeah, Punisher Warzone, and then he kills the other white boy.
Oh yeah.
Robin Hood. I guess I want to call him Robin Hood.
It's not Robin Hood. But hey, yeah, they did. Remember, she hits him with 2 knives and then 2 again. Right.
Yep.
And of course, there's Scourge there mopping the floor.
Yeah, mopping the floor because I'm pretty sure Loki demoted him.
Yeah.
Yeah. After you have one job.
Yeah, I remember when he's supposed to announce you. Yeah, you only have one job. But that's the thing. He's multiple. I'm just a janitor.
Yeah.
She goes, you look like a smart guy.
Yeah.
With survival skills. And the sad thing is, his character is just kind of is a go along to survive.
Yeah. Right now it's going on, but you know that he didn't want to. Like the whole scene.
Oh, you know he doesn't want to. And I remember this reminds me of there was a Western movie, Lonesome Dove, where there's a character that goes along with it, except his ending was a lot worse.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't want to do it. In the whole movie, you see him. He doesn't want to do this, doesn't want to do that. And he keeps trying to get out of it. And he doesn't. Oh. And then when his friends finally, the people who loved him, catch up with him, they have to hang him.
Oh.
Because they told him, you know it was wrong and you didn't leave. So we don't want to do this. It's a good movie because that part, those guys didn't want to do it and they had to do it.
Oh, it was really good. Yeah, because you could tell Surge was like a good character.
That's the thing. Yeah, Surge. He just kept on going with this.
Yeah.
You didn't tell he was. And I think in the comic book he's kind of like a villain in a way, but never like
he
wasn't like a horrible villain. He just wants. He's like this character in this movie. He wants recognition.
He wants recognition. Yes.
He wants to be somebody.
Recognition.
It's that guy that because there's a scene in there where he talks to Thor and goes, "Remember me? I was on the battle. I thought we see the battle in the second movie.
Yeah,
the first movie. We don't see him.
No, we don't see him.
He really wasn't in the movie, but he was in that battle. We don't even know who he is.
Yeah,
and even Thor doesn't even know who he is.
The Thor doesn't even know who he is. He's like, right. We fought together.
And see, that's the thing. This guy's always dismissed, and he just wants to be somebody.
Yeah, he just wants to be recognized because of all the stuff that he's done. Yeah, no,
she's like, so he tries to tell us, my dad was a.
That was funny.
No,
that's not what I'm talking about.
You're the executioner, and here's your.
So right before that, right before that, so she kills the other one, and then she kills Jackie Chan or the other Asian guy.
Well, eventually, Hogun.
Yeah, Hogun.
But that's later in the movie. But yeah, when she goes up to see all the guards and she tells them the entire story.
Yeah, and then nobody cares. What the heck?
Hogan's like, hey, you're going to surrender.
I thought it was so funny too. Did nobody just hear what I just said?
Yeah, nobody heard what I said. And then she kills, man. She killed all of them.
She killed all of them quick.
Yes, like nothing. So you already know that she's super powerful.
Oh, she's super powerful. I think she's getting stronger and stronger the longer she's in Asgard.
Because we were told, she, and that's the thing. I think all Asgardians, especially the ruling class, the longer they're there, especially if they sit on the throne,
Yes.
I think they get more powerful.
Wow.
That's why Odin, because you sit on the throne so long, just nothing but power. Thor doesn't really want the throne.
No.
Loki just wants it because Thor wants it.
Yeah, he only wants it. He yeah. So it's so funny. Like no one really wants the throne except for Hela.
Yeah, well, Hela wants it because she thinks, well, she's firstborn. So
Yeah, she's firstborn.
She's entitled to it, and she's been locked up for doing her dad's dirty work.
Yeah, which is kind of messed up, you know. Daddy's little girl had to do daddy's
work. The
work.
problem is her dad said, let's stop, and she said, no, we're just going to keep killing people. So he had to put a stop for her.
Yeah.
He messed up, and he realized that.
No, which is actually, very good.
There's no reason to hate Odin for what he did, because, I mean, it happens.
Yep, he's trying to change.
Yep, he tried to change, and she wouldn't.
Oh, I know. That's the evil part, right? Like
he
created the monster.
Yeah, he created a monster too. Everybody creates their monsters. I mean, this is what the Marvel Universe does.
So does he name the gods, or were they just born into, like, Hela is like, okay, she's the god of death or something, like goddess of death?
That's how they do it. I guess they assign them something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how it works because in the mythology, the real mythology, Hela is actually the daughter of Loki.
Oh, okay.
And then the I think she's supposed to be. I don't know if she's kin. If it's Loki's. I think Loki's the father of Helena and Fëanor.
Oh.
The big dog.
Yeah.
The wolf.
So I think what is it in the comic books? Isn't like Hela the love interest of Thanos, or Thanos is smitten by her or something?
I don't remember.
I
mean, I didn't really do the Infinity Gauntlet. I don't even think I have a comic book with Thanos in it.
Oh, I have the Infinity War stuff.
Yeah, I
have Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, I didn't do the Infinity Gauntlet. I remember when it came out because I remember I was in typing at school, but I didn't ever really get into it. I don't think I own any Infinity War. I think I have no, I'm wrong. I have a Quasar with.
Oh yeah, the Quasar one. Okay.
With the early Infinity before it even started. When it was about to start.
I don't think Quasar is in the next Thor, but I think Quasar is scheduled to appear in Guardians 3.
Really?
I think. I mean, like they talk about that before, but I don't know.
The character's supposed to be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. that becomes Quasar.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
It'll be interesting because I didn't like Quasar, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's just like a Superman Thor the first time I heard about
maybe
him.
Because I just didn't buy the comic books and read it. I mean, I got a few of his stuff, but
it's kind of like I never went. It's the same reason. There's so many characters to read into. Okay.
Well, that's the thing, because I'd go to the comic book store and pick, try to get what I wanted, like X-Men and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I didn't even like X-Men to begin with. If you don't read enough, then you don't ever really get into it.
Oh yeah, I read enough. I love X-Men.
Yeah.
I still have some of the comic books.
But first with X-Men, I started off, I didn't like X-Men. But after I got an X-Men, because up to then, I mean, Batman's the one that got me in the superhero comics.
Ah, yes. You said that, yeah.
Up to then, I just read G.I. Joe. And,
I was going to tell you, like, YouTube, like, I think Hasbro, they stopped playing G.I. Joe 24/7 right now. They have a live channel.
Really?
They're playing it right now. Right before we got on, I was watching that.
Okay, I need to go do that. Hold on.
I forgot to tell you 2 weeks ago when I saw it. I was like, oh man, I was gonna text you, but I totally forgot. And I was watching that before we got on. I was watching G.I. Joe. Yeah. All right, so back to Hela. She killed everybody there, like the warriors.
Kill Hogan.
Yeah, she killed Hogan.
Deal. And then she, of course, went down to the chamber.
She the chamber. She looked at the stuff, and
of course,
so all she wanted is her army back, right? And then she looked at she did make a note when she said the Tesseract. He's like, oh, that's not bad, but she didn't care for the Infinity Stone.
Well, she said it was fake.
No, the gauntlet was fake. But when she looked at the Tesseract, right, she's like, no, that's not bad.
But that's an Infinity Stone.
Yeah, that's the Infinity Stone. So to me, it feel like she didn't really care for the Infinity Stone.
Well, because she probably doesn't. Well, because what was she gonna do with the Infinity Stone?
I don't know.
She just wants Asgard.
Yeah.
She just wants the throne. That's all. And mainly, she's on her way to wake up a bunch of dead people.
Yes. So the internal flame, right? So I was.
Yeah. See the eternal flame. Plus, she saw Sator's head. Remember, she goes,
yeah, it's smaller than I thought it was. Yeah.
Smaller than I thought it was.
So I have a question about the internal flame. So that's how they woke up Suitor, and that's how Hela woke up her thing, right? Like with the eternal flame, you shall be reborn.
It must give a lot of people power.
Okay, so it's like electricity power. So I'm thinking, So I was watching that, right? The first thing I thought about the flame, like I thought about Burger King, right? So let's just say I ate the burger. I have one bite left. So if I put it into the eternal flame, like, you shall be reborn. Do
No,
I get
think
another Whopper?
No, I think it'll just burn out, dude.
Okay. So
I think
it
that would
works
be a
differently.
flame cooked burger you don't want. You just a burnt piece
Like,
out.
dang it!
That's
I should
what it
make that
looks
last
like.
bite.
Eternal flame. I think only certain things can go to the eternal flame.
Oh, like
I
living
think
things.
eternal flame gets its name because it just keeps on burning.
It
and
just
you
comes
can't
from
put it
burning,
out.
and I get like it makes things live again.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. Seder was kind of a fire dude, so more fire to
Oh,
him.
so we'll fire him. So I'll have a like like look for potholes and stuff, right? So why would Odin
Oh,
keep?
plot holes. I thought you said you're looking for plot holes.
I'm sorry, plot host, story plot. Like,
Yeah,
why
I get
would
you.
they keep that old army there? Like the dog and all those dead
Well,
people.
that was a burial chamber.
Oh, under the ground burial chamber.
Yeah, there was
okay.
there was like a cemetery, and it was probably because those were probably during their time they served a purpose. Those were probably all heroes.
So it's like that China underground pyramid stuff. That's what they did.
In a way, yeah, I would
Yeah.
say it's like a lot of old empires have.
Yeah,
they
they put
their war, like, I mean, their soldiers were their people. These are the guys that got all the empires.
Ah, okay.
They're buried down there in the dog.
Yeah,
They're
the
what
dog.
they're what got the 9 realms.
So
They're
her
the
whole
soldiers.
army was.
They're the army
So
that got all.
Odin's army is all there that help him
Yeah,
get the
so
nine
Odin's
realms.
old
Old
army
armies,
that
yeah.
fought with her. Helena is there,
Wow.
and they may still bury as warriors die. They may put more
Yeah, they may
down,
put everybody down there. Okay.
or from various wars, they may have another chamber form.
So she got her army back.
Because you keeps a prison under there too.
Yeah. Yes, they do. So you keep saying Helena. Is it Hela or Helena?
I don't know.
They call her Hela.
Maybe it is Hela.
Yeah,
well, it's
it
supposed
is.
to be hell.
It's supposed to be what?
Hell.
Oh yeah, Hela. Yeah, Hela.
They got hell.
Yes, Hela.
But
Yes.
I like Helena.
This hot topic chick. It just
Here.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you can get black from a lot of places.
Black and green. They just work. So look,
Yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
She look like she should be in Tron. Okay.
Okay.
The outfit looks like Tron.
I don't know. Either that or what was it? The Craft.
The craft. Oh, okay. Well,
No, she's too sleek for the Craft. Never mind. Get that black stuff going on.
yes. I guess the only person who could play that is like besides Cate Blanchett would be was it Neve Campbell?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of. There's 4 actresses.
Yeah, 4 actresses. I remember Neve Campbell and the leader of the craft chicks. Yeah, I can't remember her name.
I think one was Rachel True.
Rachel True, is that? That's the name I remember.
I can't remember all the characters.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Oh, it was a long time ago.
It is a long time ago, but we'll have to watch it because I would like to rewatch that again.
Okay, so we'll watch it again.
Heck yeah. Oh, we were talking about wizards, witches, and warlocks and sorcerers. How do we not touch on this movie, right?
I mean, well, plus it was in the 90s, so we got to talk about, because we watched most of our stuff in the 90s
yeah,
anyway.
most of the stuff in the 90s. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
so you got goth chick
Goth chick, yes.
claiming her throne and waking up all the dead people. So she's got an army of dead people.
Yep.
And of course, is this where we see the scene where the sword disappears? Himdall's sword disappears.
Yeah,
You know?
Himdall takes it.
Yeah.
Because when they went to see the throne, and after she wake up her army, right now you see where Loki and Thor went.
Yeah, we get to see
On Sakaar.
the car.
Well, they didn't say Sakaar first. It just looked like a junkyard when they got
Yeah,
dumped.
it's funny because does that remind me of a soldier?
Oh, it does?
Yeah, because that's because they dump him out in the trash because it just shows his spaceships flying over the planet and they're just dumping trash.
Yeah, the dumping trash, yes.
We see a scene like that in Blade Runner 2040.
Oh, yes.
You know, because to me that's like Soldier though. Soldier's the other movie because they're just dumping trash. They have these big old square ships and they just trash just keeps falling out of them. You know, this was from portals. This world is like, what is it? Jumping points? Is that what they said?
Yeah, jumping points. They talk about that in Guardians too. The jumping whatever.
Yeah. Well, anyways, just trash, just tons of trash. And of course, Thor gets thrown out with the trash, and all those guys land. Are you
a fighter or are you
Yeah,
food?
Are you food?
I'm just passing through. Oh, you food then.
Your food did, yeah. And of course, they shoot that net on him.
Well, he's trying to grab Mjolnir in already because he forgot.
Yeah, I forgot he don't have him.
Yep.
You know,
and then put that electrical net or something.
And here comes this other spaceship, slams into everything, and some drunk girl gets out.
So I'm thinking like, so Thor could be captured with that netting.
I guess.
You know?
I don't know. I mean, I just noticed that, man, he could be tasered.
He could be tasered, and I was thinking like, if
God of lightning,
that thing on him, right? I guess
but he could be tasered.
I guess eventually he could probably shoot himself out of it if he could control his power better.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
We do see him pick up some power at the end of this movie.
Yes.
Oh man, he's so powerful.
He's much more powerful.
I guess he just didn't. Never really reached into. Never had a reason.
No.
Never pushed far enough.
Even with that power, he was still weaker than Hela.
Yeah, but Hela was all the way at the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been like him trying to fight his dad.
So this is the first time we've seen the Valkyrie.
Hela must have been more powerful than Odin in a way.
Hela is more powerful than Odin.
Had to be, because there's armies and armies going after her to lock her up.
Yo, okay.
And we see all the Valkyries get destroyed.
Oh, that's right. Like the Valkyrie. Yeah. That just showed up in this movie.
Hard for. I mean, I'm sure he's more powerful than her, but barely.
But barely, yeah.
Yeah, because he had it. Because I mean, he was powerful enough to keep her locked up. But
I know.
Getting her there. I mean, it's like putting somebody in a jail. I mean, if you put them in jail, you don't have to worry about them getting out if you got the door locked. But pushing them to get them in the door.
That's the tough part.
That's the tough part.
It's like the trapping an animal.
And that's probably what it was like with Odin to get her into the Phantom Zone that she had.
We gotta find a better day.
Oh, it's the Phantom Zone. I mean, come on, everybody uses one. I mean, you have 3 little spaceships and make a little triangle. Almost like the thing that Buck Rogers flies through.
Oh gosh.
But this one takes you to the bad Phantom.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not saying Phantasm, because we didn't see that movie yet.
No, not yet. So this is the first time we've seen the Valkyrie.
Yeah, we see.
Does she have a name, or they just call it the Valkyrie?
In real actuality, she does have a name.
Oh.
But the Valkyrie's also, I think in the comic books, she has been several different characters. She's been like the same entity getting in several different bodies.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't know much about that.
Brunel or something. She has another name, but I think the movie never calls her nothing but
Valkyrie.
Scrapper.
Oh, Scrapper 142.
Or
Valkyrie. Yeah.
But, I mean, Valkyrie was a whole army of them.
Yeah, it's a whole army of them.
Have a name. We never hear her name in this movie.
No, it's just Valkyrie. Yeah, they never said if she even had a name.
She's drinking and she falls off her spaceship. And I thought it's cool, but then she puts those bracelets out, remember?
Yeah, and it works. It reminds me of Ed 209.
Yeah, Ed 209 in a spaceship.
Yeah, yeah.
Mixed him in with the Millennium Falcon. Boom.
Yes. And then she captures him.
Yeah,
do you think that she already knew who he was immediately?
I think she may have had an idea.
Yeah, okay.
I think she had an idea. I don't.
Because, when he comes to, right, he explains, like, I'm Odin's son.
Yeah.
And she immediately call him Your Majesty.
Yeah. And then shock him again.
Yeah, and then shock him again. And then they put him in that chair.
Here's the neat thing. Yeah, that is cool. Because the scene where he's in the chair, and all the lights are going around, you know the song, right?
Yeah. What is that song?
Willy Wonka.
Holy crap, yes.
The Willy Wonka song where he's going, where they're in the tunnel.
It's like it feels like the first time I watched that scene, right? It feels like he's sitting in like some kind of science museum and then telling you what the heck is Earth or something.
Cool because I love the Grandmasters telling the whole story. But you know that it also reminds me of a ride at Disneyland, People Movers.
Yes, it reminds me of a ride in Disney, or like something like a Disney would have.
It's got all the flashing lights and
yes.
stuff. So you didn't see any stormtroopers and stuff.
I like how it's like you were once lost but now found again. Like Grandmaster was the first one. And it shows like the Grandmaster dancing in the background. Even Thor's like, what the hell is this?
Oh yeah. You could hear in the background, he plays because we see him go to the keyboard and play piano.
Yeah.
I'll say this is the first Marvel soundtrack I ever bought.
Oh really?
Yes. I mean, I liked them, but I didn't really want to spend that money because they weren't that great. But yeah, this is the first soundtrack I went out and bought.
Yeah, it goes do do do
well,
do
actually,
do do.
This is the second one because I went and got Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yes, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes.
This is the second one of just the soundtrack.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the music is really
Oh,
funny.
awesome. Yeah, it's
It
awesome.
is. I like how they like, oh,
And
you're on
they
Sakaar. It
mainly
tells
just
them all
brought it
that
for the
stuff.
music we hear on Sakaar,
Yes.
all like the parade and all that stuff.
I
But
like
yeah,
how like you're about to read the Grandmaster in 5, 4,
ooh,
like,
so
just,
screaming.
and he just screaming in the chair.
Jeff Goldblum, that guy is crazy, man.
I thought Jeff Goldblum is probably the perfect casting of
Oh,
this
he
whole
is.
thing.
That's the thing. I mean, you couldn't do it. You could beat this.
His character is so wacky and wonky.
Yeah, he is off the
Like,
wall.
it's like a better version of Jim Carrey in a way.
It's one you can tolerate.
Yeah, when you can tolerate, like, what the heck is happening here?
Yeah, I love this guy.
And I haven't seen Jeff Goldblum in a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure this you haven't seen him. Now you see him on commercials for apartment.com, but
Yeah.
if it's, you didn't see this guy.
No, the last time I saw him before in anything, but he played a cameo in Friends. Because like after Jurassic Park, right? Like, where is Jeff Goldblum? Right? He doesn't have to do
I'm
anything.
sure he did stuff. He maybe did stuff we just didn't. We
Yeah.
weren't interested. In
Yeah, no,
watching.
we're not like popular in media. Yeah.
Or either he must have got really good paycheck during the rest part. Says, "Yeah, I'm taking it. Go buy me an island, live on it for a while."
Was he married with Georgina Davis?
No, I don't think he was. That was Rennie, a director. Rennie, what's his name, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, he was married to Georgina Davis.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
After Rennie, what's his name?
Emily.
No, remember the movie with Gina Davis where she was a pirate?
Oh, Cutthroat Island.
Tessa Thompson. She was married to the director.
Oh, she was okay.
The movie didn't do good, so they broke up. That's Hollywood. Come on.
Yeah, kind of like James Cameron and Linda Hamilton, right?
Yeah, you gotta be with you don't want to be with a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why they broke up. Terminator 2 made a lot of money. That was a win.
Well, James Cameron got with that lady from Titanic, the lady who played the daughter or the granddaughter of Rose in the beginning of the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see Titanic.
Yeah.
I have to watch it now. I don't want to.
It's so weird. Like, you can't bet against Cameron.
I thought you were gonna tell me he got with the old lady.
Oh no, it's the blind lady that played.
They mentioned the old lady in Ant-Man.
Yes,
The Russian guy.
he threw Jew in the water. I don't the Russian accent. I'm not even Caucasian descent.
Oh, that was so good. Come on, Russians are Mongolian anyway.
So, me and my friends sometimes think I'm Mongolian, just because my face features doesn't look like a Chinese person.
When we finally watched The Shadow,
Yeah,
Mongolian's not being so bad.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Like me and Cody and one of our other high school friends were talking about like Genghis Khan, right? Oh, you might know Genghis Khan liked to conquer like countries, right? And he would
he liked to conquer the world.
Yeah, he conquered the world. Like, but when he conquered countries and like I guess city areas, right? He would have wives. So like, there's a lot of people say like, I think I talked to this about.
Oh yeah,
this
they did. A lot of people got
Genghis Khan.
Got DNA. Yeah, it was just, a lot of people are kin to Genghis Khan. Which actually, I think it turned out that scientists have figured out that his name wasn't really Genghis.
Oh yeah, I figured that. I think it's just like a war name.
But yeah, you're right, man. Everybody in Russia is Genghis Khan because he took over the whole country.
So now I'm thinking like maybe there's a great chance I'm related to Genghis Khan.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
But if you ever get in a sarcophagus and I have to dress up in a black suit with two pistols to fight you, and
okay,
you start using mind control.
I want to go back to Jeff Goldblum. Man, we went off like really off the wall.
We didn't go that far. The Shadow's not that far.
Okay. So he meets the Grandmaster.
Dude, meets the Grandmaster was awesome because he's got a melt stick.
He got a melt stick, but he talked to, what is that lady that he talked to? His helper, right? Like his assistant.
I want to say her name was Sapphire.
Okay, Sapphire, like his assistant, right? I like how like she doesn't like Scalper 142. He's like every time she comes, I like the B word, trash. Like what? Were you just waiting to say that?
Yeah, because that doesn't start with the B.
That doesn't start with the B. I was gonna say the best. Like where the hell did that come from?
I like it when she goes, you say that to her every time.
Yes, she says it to her every time. But she does bring me the best stuff.
Because there's another scene. Was it when Loki says something to him and she hands him the melt stick?
The melt stick. Like, what are you doing? He interrupted me. That's not. He just interrupted me. That's not an offense.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, that's not a capital offense.
That is so funny.
Sapphire is actually that character is actually supposed to be a comic book character.
Oh, I figured.
But I think she's like a wizard, a witch, or a
Oh,
sorceress. Yeah.
you know what's really funny? I noticed that you bring up these characters, right? But I never hate people rant like, "Oh, they messed up this person," like, cause you talk about these a lot, like, and I never heard like anybody complain about them. How Disney rewrite some of the stuff, right? And then they use them in different places that work.
But it's good. It's
That's
good.
what I'm saying, because it's
And the thing
good.
is, they were like I said, they're little characters you would never have seen.
Yeah,
Sapphire is not like was never a major character in anything.
and it kind of like this one, she's not a major character.
No, and she's not. I mean, and people could forget it. And let's say they want to make a Sapphire a major character,
Mhm.
and they want to use something else, then they could say, "Well, that wasn't the same Sapphire."
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yep. She's a funny character too, like the way she reacts and stuff. Like,
I know, because she's just like, I mean, yeah, I mean, there could be like she could pop back up in Guardians
she
of the
can.
Galaxy if they wanted.
Yes. So I want to point that out. Like when they said like, how much do you want for him? Like, oh, I want $1 million. Like, don't give her that much. Like, just transfer the units. Like,
Yeah, it's like who's actually running this
I know
thing?
it's so strange that relationship. Like Grandmaster with anybody. He's a tyrant, right? But he run things not with an iron fist.
Yeah, he's a tyrant. But
He's a
I mean,
very laid back dude.
the problem is Sapphire probably does all the
The dirty work.
dirty work. I mean,
Except
everybody.
for the milk thing. Like it goes to the next scene where like they pay him. What the heck was that? They pay him. Thor. He talks to Thor and then they meet his cousin. That scene is so funny. Like, I pardon you. Then he melts him with a glow stick. No, the milk stick. Like, I don't understand what just happened here. What is it? I pardon you from life.
Yeah, pardon you from life.
And then when he was melting, right? I thought Thor would have seen worse stuff than this because he was like, "Oh my god!"
You know what the problem is? It's the smell.
It's a smell.
It's probably just the smell.
And it's so funny when Grandmaster's like, "Oh my god, I'm stepping in it." Like, then why don't you just move? That is one. This is the reason why this Thor is so far away from the last two.
Well, yeah. Well, he goes to another. He goes instead of going to the alien world being Asgard, he goes to another alien world.
Yeah, that he's not familiar with. Like, he's not there to fight the enemies. He's just there. Like, he don't even know why he's there.
This is an accident. Oh, because he got thrown out with the trash. And of course, I like it when he's in that chair, and he looks over and he sees Loki sitting there.
No, but before he sees Loki, he got himself off those cuffs, right? Then he did the lightning thing. He's like, "Ooh, I like what you did there, like the little sparkles, Lord of Thunder."
Yeah, they kept calling him the Lord at that. He goes, "I'm not the Lord."
The God of Thunder is so upset. It's like my son does that. If you call like a name wrong that he thought it's something else, he get this upset too. Like Thor is actually acting like a child, like right here.
Yeah. They all act like but all kids do that because they used to give my brother a hard time by calling something different.
Yes.
Oh, they just get mad. I'm like, why are you getting mad?
Yep, calling something different. Then when we go brought it back to that's when he see Loki and he's like, "No, I got here like months or weeks ago, right? Because time works differently."
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess because,
he got knocked off first,
speeds. Well, she's traveling at speeds. I mean, they're going light speed through the Bifrost.
Yeah.
So Loki got knocked out maybe a couple seconds. That would relate to almost a year.
Yes.
I mean, weeks, days.
And you know what's really funny? The interaction, like they're doing right in front of the Grandmaster the whole time, right? They're having a side conversation.
They're whispering. Yeah. He's like, why are you whispering?
No, he's like, before they talk about the whisper, he's like, "What are you doing in that chair?" Like, "I don't know. They put me in this chair. Where's your chair?" Like, they didn't give me a chair. It's like from all these movies between like the conversation between Thor and Loki, right? I had never seen it this casual and this weird. It feels like like when you say like they're acting like kids, right? both of them at that moment were acting like kids. Like, oh, do you know this man? No, I've never seen this guy in my life. He's my brother. I'm adopted.
Yeah. No, he goes, he's an Asgardian, because it's almost the same line like he says in Avengers. He goes, he's an Asgardian.
Yeah.
He's my brother.
Oh, he's adopted.
He's like, I'm adopted.
He's adopted. It's the same joke that it just the interaction is so funny. The chair thing, like, I didn't get a chair. Where's your chair? I didn't get a chair.
Get a chair. And they don't like it when he goes, oh yeah, I've been working my way up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's been working his way up with the Grandmaster. Oh.
And of course, he's got to fight their champion.
Yes. He said he would do whatever to get out, like to leave. Yeah, you could leave. You just beat my the champion.
Yeah. He goes, whoever's butt to get out of here, bring me to him.
So I find it weird that Loki has been there for months, right? But he has never seen this fight. Oh, I guess he doesn't have a reason to, because that's not something that interests him.
Yeah. I mean, apparently he's been out on the outside of the city and just finally worked his way into
his way up, yeah, because he doesn't care for battles and things like that. He cares about how he get Grandmaster's position.
Yeah, all he wants to know is, how do I get up to the top?
Mm-hmm.
So I can get what I want.
Because he already know that, like, well, I'm not going back to Asgard, you know. I'm not going to mess with Hela.
Yeah, that's a bad deal. So I'm just going to see if I can live here in this junk town.
Yes.
And of course, so Thor gets thrown in with the rock guy.
Yes, we're called the first time.
It'll be the third time we've seen a rock person. Because remember, Thor fought a rock person in the second Thor movie.
In the second Thor movie, kind of like that's the scene with remind us of Troy.
Then we saw a rock person in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when they fly over the planet.
Yes.
So there we see the third rock guy. And he, of course, he makes the jokes like we saw. He runs in a circle.
He's a gladiator.
He's a gladiator, and he wants to do a revolution.
Yep.
And he wants to be everybody's friend.
Yes, he wants to be everybody's friend. It's so weird. The Doug, like,
not person anybody can ever meet. But I like to see, because we see Thor sit there, and of course Loki pops up.
Yeah, like you didn't think I was actually come here with you. Like, it's so filthy.
Yeah, it's so dirty here. She's throwing those rocks through him the whole time he's talking to him.
Yeah, it's so funny.
And it's important because he's throwing the rocks through him. Because remember we see that scene, where he's on the spaceship.
Yeah.
He walks into Thor's room and he takes that bottle.
Yeah.
And
he throws at a bottle. Yep. He does it at the end too, and he throws a rock at Loki. Like, I would give you a hug if you were here and he was there.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. I want to talk about that later, but like, let's go back to this scene now, and he's talking to him in the circle prism ring or whatever the heck that is.
Yeah. The weird. We say it's like a circle, but it's weird.
Yeah, it is. I like how when Loki left, right, Croc's trying to run up there and kick him, like, yeah, get out of here.
You ghost.
That just adds so great.
He's got that voice. Hey,
yeah,
man.
It's that voice, right? It doesn't fit the character.
Yeah, he's like, get out of here, you ghost.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure Takai doesn't really sound like that, right? Is this?
No, he doesn't.
The thing he put on is so funny.
It's just the voice he does for the character. And he does a good voice because he always like, hey, what up? How you doing, guys?
Yes.
Would you like to get on the big spaceship with us?
Yeah, see with us? Oh, you look like you need in a desperate need of leadership. Oh, thank you.
But the cool thing is, we get to see the Stan Lee cameo.
Yes, because now they're getting ready for the battle, right? Like, they do the
gladiator
stuff.
He put him with that chair and he goes in there with his long hair.
No, not just the long hair. Before we do that, like, they talk about weapons. Remember, like, Carl hold up this trident? He's like, it's really good against, like, vampires if they were all meted together.
Yeah, and that's because they said that the director made a movie with vampires in it.
Oh, is that right?
That's a joke going to that. About 3 vampires living together. Oh. Yeah, you can only kill vampires if they're all bunched up together.
Yeah, all bunched up together with that trident. and then Thor talk about his hammer. Like, you feel like you sound like you have a really special relationship with this hammer.
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff about that hammer.
Like, so you ride a hammer? No, so the hammer rides you. And just talking to Krog is so great.
I know. If I spin it, it's just not getting it, And he goes, it sounds like a family member to you.
Yeah.
Of course, he sees a Valkyrie.
That's when Krog said, like, you don't know these things about the Asgardians. Then he's like, what? Yeah.
Yes. Then we found out that because up to this point we don't know if she's
No, we don't know what she is. Yeah.
we just think she's some alien girl.
Yep. Or someone that lives on Sakaar.
Which technically she still is an alien girl, but she's an Asgardian.
Yeah, she's an ex-guardian. Yes. To us, it's still alien.
Yeah, everybody's alien. Come on.
Yes. Yeah, that's when like she was drinking, and that's when he sees a tattoo. Like I guess that's a Valkyrie tattoo.
Yes, for her, I guess her group.
Yeah, like the Marines have or something, like the Valkyrie tattoo.
Yeah, it's like the one you see on their stomachs. All this. Wait, that's G.I. Joe. Never mind.
Check out that YouTube channel, okay? Hasbro has a YouTube channel.
Cool.
Live G.I. Joe, yes.
Live G.I. Joe. Now, so we know, and she doesn't want anything to. She just she's stuck out.
So she's probably older than Thor.
Yeah, I'm thinking she's way older because he didn't. Well, I mean, he knows the legends because apparently they were destroyed. Yeah, because they were destroyed
by Hela.
By Hela. So
yeah.
He just knows about he just knows the Valkyries by stories and stuff.
Yep.
Surprised they didn't start another group because I like it how he's like, oh yeah, I don't have no problem with women warriors.
Well, the thing is, I think probably Odin stopped it because Hela apparently kills all of them.
I guess. I mean, I don't know how it goes, but basically, in a way, the Valkyries would be like the Amazonians from DC Comics.
Oh, okay. I like how you put that together, even though you don't care.
Well, I mean, it's an important thing because, I mean, they're all women warriors.
Yeah.
DC has all women warriors, and you get Wonder Woman. So it's basically this Valkyrie is the
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she's a little bit better than Wonder Woman. Every time somebody says Wonder Woman, I think about Wonder Bread. I'm like,
time for a sandwich.
Yeah. So
okay, so you find out she's Valkyrie. You find out the legend or like what if it Thor says about like the legendary or female warriors and stuff.
Well, yeah, we get a little bit of the story. We don't get the story till Loki does something.
Yes, when Loki does.
So he gets sent to their arena because he's never seen this character.
But you want to skip about just skip the Stan Lee thing. We should talk about that.
Oh well, I forgot I thought we touched that. Yeah, Stan Lee, he's got a hand that's got scissors.
Yes.
Because I'm the old, you better hold still. Of course, Thor threatens him.
Yeah, Thor threatened him because he talked about the hair thing again. After he told Doctor Strange not to mess with his hair. Then he tells this guy not to mess with his hair. Then he cries about it just like a little kid. So this movie, he's acting like a little boy.
He doesn't have any power.
Yeah, he doesn't have any power.
Please don't come out.
Please don't come out here. So when they cut his hair, I thought Chris Hemsworth looks the best. I didn't like that long hair look. Okay, he looks like a handmaiden.
Oh, it looks good. It looks good because even when he finally meets not the Hulk, Banner. Remember? He goes, so what happened to your hair? I got a haircut. Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. I know. Like I didn't like that. The long hair thing didn't do anything for me. Okay.
Yeah, it's 280s.
Is it 280s?
Yeah, 280s.
Yeah, it looks like a handmaiden. So I think this is the best haircut.
Yeah, superhero with a mullet, just not rocking anything.
Oh, it's not a mullet. It's just very Keanu Reeves, okay?
Keanu Reeves hasn't had long hair in a long time, dude.
Yeah, he has. Have you not seen John Wick?
Oh,
that's recent.
Okay, never mind.
It is so weird. He's like he's like 55 and he has long hair like a 30-year-old.
I was thinking Matrix.
Oh no. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Come on. Because we know this guy's a vampire and he's timeless. So.
Yeah, he's timeless. That's what we're trying to say now.
So we just can't keep up with the dates anymore.
So they cut his hair. Like I like the helmet they put on him.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the classic helmet because it's got the wings.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like the helmet in the comic book.
Yeah, it remind me of the comic books.
The one behind you up there on your shelf.
Yes, that's the helmet.
Well, it wasn't that helmet.
No, it's not that helmet, but it reminds me of that.
Yeah. So he puts his helmet on and he's gonna kick this guy's butt, and boom, it's the Hulk.
So I can't remember. Did they show that in the trailer? It was the Hulk?
I think they did. I don't know.
But they didn't. They didn't show you how they.
I remember being surprised when I first watched.
Oh, I was really surprised.
But I think I should have known the Hulk was in it.
I don't remember if I know the Hulk was in it.
I think it did. I think the trailer had the Hulk in.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I know the poster had the Hulk on it. So.
Yeah, it does. Right. Yeah. But when it showed up here, it was such a surprise.
I know, because Loki's like, I gotta get off this planet.
So the funny thing is, like, Loki was so scared of the Hulk, right? But when he sees Banner, he's very sinister against Banner, but like
Yeah,
he knows they're the same person, but he's just afraid of the Hulk.
yeah. Because Banner is no threat to
Yeah,
anyone.
the Banner's no threat to him, but the Hulk
I
is.
also love that. I love that because remember Thor? He's like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he's my friend.
that's my friend.
Work.
And the first thing Loki said is like, "I have to get off this planet."
Yeah, I have to get off this planet.
He stopped running away. That's when the Grandmaster comes in, like, "Where are you going?" He's sitting there all nervous. Even though he's so far away from the Hulk, and he's like he's talking to him, like Thor is talking to him, like, "Oh, I just lost my hammer. Oh, that was just yesterday, and my father died, and Loki's here." Like, Loki, look who it is. It's I never realized until I just talked to you about it, right? Thor has been acting like a 11 or 10-year-old this whole time when he gets to Sakaar.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I mean, I think that's just Thor.
Oh, I thought he was just grieving, but he didn't know how to access that
No,
channel.
no, I don't know because we see the scene where he acts like this whole time. But remember when they talk about flying up the Devil's anus? Remember they talk about the space stuff, and he just blurts it all out like it's nothing.
Yeah.
He talks about the type of ship he needs and all this tech. He blows all this tech out because to an Asgardian, flying through space is not a big deal.
Yeah, he's not a big deal. Yeah.
It'd be like me and you talking about a car engine.
Yeah.
But somebody caveman standing there is going to be like,
Like, what? Yeah, like band. I'm like, what? What anus? I didn't. For the record, I didn't know it was called that when I made this plan.
before I made that choice.
So
But
this
yeah, the
fight
Hulk-
scene is one of
Yeah,
the
the
best
Hulk-
I've seen too. It's even better than some of the other like Marvel ending movies when they actually fight the final villain. And this is just between Thor and the Hulk.
It is one of the best Hulk fight scenes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like how many Hulk fight scenes we had before this? Like he fights the Hulkbuster,
We fight the Abomination. What was it?
the Abomination.
Abomination. Yeah, he fought the Abomination, which really wasn't good.
No, like he was in the first Avengers
The
movie.
problem
He
is
beat
the
those
computer.
things.
They've had so much time to improve the computer technology.
Yeah, I mean it
Plus,
was back in 08.
The Hulk looks the best. Yeah.
No, because it's already been 9-10 years by this point.
Yeah, but to me, the Hulk design is the best here.
No, because he looks like Mark Ruffalo in this one a lot.
He looks more like Mark Ruffalo.
And
Plus, he can talk.
He talks. So when he
But here's the
talks,
problem.
right?
Here's why why he can talk though. You got to think.
It's been
Banner
2
will
years.
turn into Hulk and then turns back to Banner. Turns back to Hulk, turns back to Banner. So the Hulk actually has no time to develop skills.
Yes.
But he's been the Hulk for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So now, because we also saw him start talking in
In
Age of
Avengers,
Ultron.
Age of Ultron, yes.
Yeah. So he's slowly starting to develop because he's the Hulk for so long. But I also like along because Banner's almost thinking, if I turn into the Hulk again, I'm never coming back.
Yeah, I might never come back. Yeah, he's afraid of
And
that.
this does actually happen towards Endgame. He turns the Hulk and he never come back.
And also, it happens like once he turned back to Banner, right? He wasn't able to turn back to the Hulk for a while.
After he got beat down by
Yeah,
Thanos,
beat down by Thanos.
the Hulk wouldn't come out.
Yeah.
Well, he has anxiety issues. I mean, we all do that sometimes.
Issues.
The Hulk just won't come out.
He couldn't perform, kind of like when Tony said to Hawkeye, like, we won't give you crap if you can't perform. So I really loved it. But the first time the Hulk talked in this movie too, it just made this movie so much better.
Oh,
Like the fight scene was great. Like the whole time, like Thor was talking to the Hulk while they were fighting.
Yeah, it was a good battle, especially when he knocks the Hulk all the way around the wall.
Yes.
Oh, that was good special effects right there.
That was good special effect. And when the Hulk kept punching him down before he turned to the god of light, thunder.
Yeah, then he's sparky hands.
Yeah, sparky hands.
Yes, and of course the Grandmaster, his character is losing, and everybody's cheering for the god.
The god of thunder. But before that, I like how when the Hulk did the same thing to Thor as he did to Loki. It was the exact same thing.
Yeah, when he slams it. Yeah, because remember he keeps doing that. Oh, the sun's getting low. The same. He keeps doing the Black Widow thing. He's not the Black Widow.
No, he can't
Because
he's
grabs him
listening.
by the leg, reaps his leg out further. And of course,
And he keeps
Loki jumps up. That's how it feels.
I love that. Only the both of them can tolerate that.
Yeah, only an Asgardian can take that.
He can't do that to Iron Man. He
Even
can't.
Matt Damon's Asgardian character could take that.
Yeah, He can't do that to Captain America.
No, he'd be dead. He'd be holding on to a leg. I don't know. Captain America could probably take a deal, but like me and you,
No, like I don't
first
think
thing
Iron Man
we
could have
do.
taken that either. Yeah, Captain America could probably do it. It is
Special
so
Iron Man.
funny. You know what I was thinking when they did that scene? I was like, I wonder if they just use the same CGI sequence they back in Avengers because they just have to pull that file up, right? Change the background and some clothes. It's literally the same movement. He slams him twice, then he swings him like nunchucks.
That's how it feels.
That is just so funny.
Yeah,
Then he beats the Hulk. But no, I think if the Grandmaster didn't interfere, right, he would probably beaten the Hulk.
I think he was on the way to beating the Hulk.
Yeah,
Because I think the Hulk has won so many times, he underestimated him.
yeah,
Well, because we already know the Hulk kind of sees him as the most powerful now. Because remember when he goes, Hulk fire,
yeah. Fire, raging fire,
more like water.
like or puny fire.
Well, yeah, he calls him water first.
Yeah. So like I didn't know how they transitioned that scene, right? Like, oh, I don't know what happened to Thor. Like did Hulk just pick up Thor to put it back in his room and nobody knew?
No, okay. And he shocks Thor, but we see him coming down the deal. And apparently, Thor puts his hand up, and then that's when the scene transitions. I'm thinking that he must have stopped the Hulk at one deal, or either they'd like stopped the game. They must have stopped the game, and they put Thor back in it. Thor into his room.
Oh, and into his room. The Hulk is just hanging out there.
Yeah.
Because the Hulk can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that was the Hulk's room. It was Hulk's room. And Thor's hanging out there. Because, we see all those women put the towels all over Thor.
Oh, Thor, yes.
He comes to. And, of course, there's the Hulk sitting in the hot tub.
In the hot tub, yes. That's Hulk in the hot
tub. He's like, how did you get here? And the Hulk gets out of the tub. And he's like, oh, no.
That's naked. That's a lot of naked.
Yeah, that's in my head. Of course, he shows him the Quinjet, which apparently they must have sucked the Quinjet up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how he left in the Age of Ultron. Like the Hulk flew in a Quinjet.
Yeah, he left in the Age of Ultron, but the Quinjet, somebody must have snatched the Quinjet with the Hulk on board.
Oh, that's interesting.
Some aliens probably pick it up. It's probably Ravagers, stinking Ravagers.
Yes.
Always come to Earth and grabbing stuff.
Yes. Well, we don't know how long he's been in space before he got picked up, though. You know?
Do what?
Like, we don't know how long he's been in space before he picked up.
I don't think he made it to space. I think he was flying in the atmosphere and they picked him up. Because we see that scene later where it shows them picking him up and he's in the atmosphere.
Oh, okay.
Remember when they go to the Quinjet and they try to Point Break tries to get on the computer?
Damn you, Stark.
Point Break. But see, the thing is, they see the Quinjet, and so Thor thinks, if I get on the Quinjet, I don't know why he thinks he can leave.
Yeah.
I guess he thinks he's going to call the Avengers and they're going to come get him.
But yeah, we're not at that scene yet because he's talked to the Hulk and then they had a
fight. But that's his goal now.
Yeah, that's his goal to leave.
And of course, he also sees that the Hulk is friends with Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, yes.
And of course, the Hulk.
He called him Angry Girl. Angry Girl.
Angry Girl.
Train.
And of course, yeah. So he gets the Hulk to bring her back. Well, they had their fight too.
Well, they had that fight, and also the argument fight. So the Hulk, he does know who Thor is.
Yeah, he knows who Thor is. Yeah, he knows who everybody is. But he doesn't want to go back because everybody on Earth hates him. Yeah. And of course, Thor tells him, "Yeah, you're right. Everybody on Earth does hate you.
They call you the stupid Avenger." They just face like little kids here.
Yeah, I know because he talks in terms of little kid.
Yeah, it's your little kid. Yeah.
But I mean, he's not a little kid because when they talk the space stuff, like whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
that's yeah.
They call you the stupidest Avenger.
Stupid Avenger.
But then that doesn't bother Hulk. Everybody hates you on Earth is what hurts you.
Yeah.
So he sits there and then they're like, huh, I know, we're both the strongest Avengers. He goes, yeah, Hulk is stronger though.
Oh yes.
And of course, that's when they had their plan to get Valkyrie so he could talk to her.
Yeah, he just want to get the Valkyrie to talk to her, just to so he could trick her into getting that little remote control.
Yes, because I love that. Of course, he's talking to her. She's like, after I drink this whole thing, you're done talking. We're done. I'm done listening. Of course, boom, he's got the controller. He takes the thing off. And I mean, plus he also
he tells her Odin is dead.
Yeah, it tells her Odin's dead, and now she's got to listen.
She's listening, and then she's like, she doesn't want to get into the family, call. Like, it feels like a very soap opera thing to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she already went through it.
Yeah, the throne and all the secrets.
She pretty much, her unit or her group got sacrificed.
Yep.
For a royal family fight.
Yep.
So she doesn't like the royal family.
No, it is understandable.
She probably also feels like a failure and doesn't want to show her face to Odin.
Yeah.
So, but Odin's dead now. So
Odin's dead, so
there's no shame. Of course, I like it. He throws that ball. Remember the Hulk throw that ball?
Oh, the basketball.
He throws that ball against that widow. I mean, that was unexpected.
It was super because he hit him on the side of the face, right? Then he fell.
He went down. I mean, that was like, I just busted out. I mean, it was so unexpected. There's like so many unexpected laughs.
No, yeah, because it's a Thor movie, right? You would not expect him to do anything like that. He threw the basketball. I thought it was going to break the window.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. It just whacked in the face. See, this is what made this movie.
Yes, so, this movie was better than Iron Man 3.
And basically, yeah, and the funny thing is it really doesn't have a real, true villain. I mean, you have Hela doing all her bad stuff, and then you have Sakaar doing his stuff. But mainly, these characters are there to do their job.
Yeah.
What they're made. Yeah, because even they tell Loki, hey, Loki, I've come to accept that you're just who you are.
Yes.
I mean, it's just moving along the story, because mainly this story is mainly a Thor and Loki story. It's more a Thor story than anything.
Yeah, it is.
Because, I mean, even with the Hulk and stuff, none of these guys overpower Thor's story.
No.
You know, because some movies, you know, you get another superhero and then it's all about that superhero. In this one, they actually really kept it on Thor just right, and they gave you enough of every other character.
They did. The equation works really well here.
Because there's several different character stories going on in this. Because you got Sturge, you got the Valkyrie story, you got Hulk. All these people are like trying to be
Loki,
and even Loki, and of course Hela, her too. She was crapped on, came back.
It came back. You know what's no, you're right about the side story. The thing I want to point on Loki, I was going to point out at the end, because Thor said he was so predictable, and when Loki actually go back and help fight, that was unpredictable of Loki.
Unpredictable. Exactly.
And also, the other unpredictable is he stayed on the ship when they left, because after he got the soldier out, right, you would think that like, okay, this is because the first two movies he did that. If actually, even in Avengers, when he's left, right, he doesn't come back. He came back to the spaceship with Thor, because Thor thought he would have gone. Like, that's why he threw the rock at him.
Yeah, I thought he left, and he of course hits him. Well,
he caught it, and that was really unexpected. It's unpredictable.
I guess he decided to be an Asgardian.
Yeah.
I mean, they needed, in a way, they needed Loki now.
Yeah.
He was needed. He was finally needed. He finally had a place.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah, right. But all these little stories within this movie, they did it well. They never questioned, like, ever since the first Avengers movie, they know how to put so many great characters in the movie.
Yeah, and they've just gotten better and better at it.
Oh, they've gotten way better.
And this is pretty good for this director, since he's made other movies, but man, I think this is one of the biggest movies he's done.
Yeah, I mean, like, I never heard of the other four.
I'm gonna say that Marvel's been really lucky with the directors they've picked.
Right, because they were gonna go with that director from the second movie again, but then he said he didn't want to come back.
Well, they actually asked for the first movie, director for the first movie too.
Oh, Kenneth Branagh?
Yeah, and he had an acting gig to do. So he had Orient Express.
With Johnny Depp.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that. I want to see it now because I forgot that movie existed.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, like, we're so into superhero movies
right
now.
Read this part, and I was like, man, I got to go see that now.
Yeah.
It may not be good, but who knows?
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I something I want to see, but so yeah, they are managing their characters properly.
Oh, they
nobody stole the show. You know, Hulk is. I mean,
no, there was something for everyone.
It's not just the Hulk. We get Banner too. So
yeah, it's something for everyone, right? Really great.
So they go to escape. Well, of course they got to figure out what kind of ship they got to steal.
So before they did that, so Thor went to the Quinjet, and that's when Hulk became Banner again because he saw Black Widow.
Yeah, Chris saw Black Widow, but before that, that's where we see the deal when he's watching footage.
Yes.
Because remember, Banner wants to watch footage of how he got there, and you see the Hulk getting sucked out of the back of
Yeah.
the Quinjet, and it looked like it was daytime, so it was probably not that long after he left. He got captured by aliens.
Got captured and he got thrown on Sakaar.
Yeah.
Oh, he got thrown on Sakaar.
Well, yeah, slowly made his Sakaars and became the champion, and has been there, being the Hulk and happy.
Yeah.
So, Point Break.
Point Break.
I love that because he goes up to the computer and he tries to get in the computer. It's Tony Stark's machine, and I like it. He goes, because he uses something stupid, strongest Avenger. He says,
stronger Avenger.
Son of Odin, doesn't work. And he's like, yeah, strongest Avenger, and it doesn't work. And he says it again, strongest Avenger. Yes. And then, of course, he's like, damn it, Tony Stark. And then he remembers Point Blank, because remember he got Point Blank because he goes, you got a mean swing.
Mean swing Point Break. Yes.
On the Avenger helicarrier.
Yeah.
So I love that. And then of course Banner sees it and he tears. Well, Banner.
He tears up the Quinjet.
Well, Banner doesn't want, because he loves. I mean, he wants a friend.
Yeah, the Hulk wants a friend. Yes.
The Hulk wants a friend. He does not want Thor leaving him.
He's a friend. Stay.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of like Frankenstein.
Yeah, his Frankenstein's monster. Yes.
The Frankenstein's monster. Friends.
Yeah. He's like, no, stop tearing this stuff up.
Whereas he turns to Banner, and of course, Banner is naked now, so he gives it Tony Stark.
Yes, Tony Stark's clothes. Yes.
So Tony Stark's wearing a Duran Duran t-shirt.
Yes.
And he keeps pulling at his crotch because his pants are.
He's like, why is this way stuff is so tight?
I don't know. And of course, what's Thor say? Quit being weird.
Quit being weird. Stop touching that.
We do that. We got good disguises.
I like that quick conversation. Like, you talk about the haircut, right? And then, like, the Hulk is like, where the hell are we? Because he said, like, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about where we are. We just know that we have to go home, but not your home.
Yeah. We go home, but not your home. We're going to go to my home. Of course, I like it when he goes, he said, Banner's like, you're just using me. That's sick.
So before we forgot to talk when they fight, right? Thor talks to the Hulk like, no, I don't even like Banner. I like you.
Yeah.
Because you're strong. Like, I don't like puny Banner.
He kept calling him Banner, and we already know from Tony Stark fighting the Hulk.
Yeah,
don't call the Hulk Banner.
Don't call Banner. Yeah, like don't mention puny Banner.
Keep calling him, hey Banner.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. He goes, I love you. I don't like Banner at all. Then we see he goes, I hate the Hulk.
Like he's like, yeah, I love that. Like he turned that so quick. Like I don't like Banner. Like it's like all math and science and stuff.
Yeah.
I like you. I prefer you.
Yeah, because I mean,
he's very Loki in a way.
Well, not like Loki. In a way, I'm going to say that Thor is very bad at telling people about what they want to hear.
Yes, he's very bad. Like I want to say manipulative, like Loki, when he said like, no, I don't even like Hulk. He's like, smash. I like you. I prefer you.
I like that. Because he's trying to be like Loki, but he is not.
No, he's not.
Not good at all.
He's very bad at it.
He's horrible.
I like how when he's like, well, if you talk about it, like when it comes to fight, the Hulk does have an advantage over Banner. He's like, no, how many PhDs does Hulk have? 0. How many does Banner have? 7.
Yeah, I like it when they fly the spaceship. He tells Banner to fly the spaceship.
Use one of your PhDs.
Yeah, use one of your PhDs.
Because he's so smart, right? He should be able to fly a spaceship.
But after that, they're trying to hide. Of course, Thor has a crappy disguise. Banner's like, give me your disguise. He goes, that is your disguise.
It's like, oh, I got it. I'll be Tony Stark.
The Grandmaster's now mad because his champions lost, and I like how he just forms in the cities. He's got that big projection.
Right, he's a big projection.
Everybody to go look for him.
So I want to point out that building that he has, like one of them has Hulk's face, right, and one of them looks like Magneto helmet.
I don't think. Somebody wrote what characters they put on it, and it's supposed to be various people from the comic books, but none of them were Magneto or.
No, I figured it wasn't Magneto because why would he be?
Yeah, because one of the characters to me look like Thanos, but it's not Thanos. They listed that the characters are heads, but they're not any characters that I've ever read.
Oh, okay.
And not anybody I know. They're not anybody that stood out to me. So.
It's just that helmet resemblance for me. It looks like Magneto. That helmet.
Yeah, it may be similar, and it maybe somebody kind of slipped it in there, but
Maybe.
Magneto's not even a gladiator. He's just a
No.
jerk.
It's a joke.
Come on, he's kind of a deadbeat.
Yes. But like no, I like the projection. It's very Star Wars.
Yeah, it's cool. And of course, he's telling, "Hey, we lost my champion.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
go
my
look for
beloved
my
champion.
champion."
The Lord of Thunder has stolen my beloved
Yeah,
champion.
exactly. So of course, he calls Loki and
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie to come look for him.
Yep.
And that's when
And they do the negotiation thing. It's like I'll find him in 12 hours. I'll do it in 3. I'll do it in 1.
He's like, "I don't really care." He goes, "Just one of you
Just
go
find
find
him.
him." And of course, is that the scene where
They
Loki
fight
and Loki
because
and
they leave to go
And
to
this-
the elevator or something.
yeah, they go in the elevator, but this is where we get to see Valkyrie's story,
Right, because Loki fights her, and then he realizes she's a Valkyrie.
which is I like the scene because Loki puts on a good fight against Valkyrie.
He does.
I would have thought Valkyrie would have wiped the floor with him quickly.
Well, yeah, well, that because we never seen Loki fight because he's always does the
Yeah, well, because that's the thing.
total recall stuff.
But there is a story in there. Remember, and I don't know where it is. The story about what he's talking about Loki, and he's like, when we were kids, Loki act like he was made himself like a snake because I love snakes, so I picked him up, and then he turned back to Loki,
And he stabbed him.
And he goes, "We were only 8."
We were 8 at the time. I stabbed him. Like, it's so funny. When he tells that story, he didn't even say it like low, like because you could tell that Loki can hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because that was after the scene where like Banner, like he said he doesn't trust Loki because like I was just asking like, so the last time I saw you, you were trying to kill everybody. What are you up to these days? Well, that varies from moment to moment.
But yeah, we see Valkyrie's story.
Yeah, you see Valkyrie's story. Like I guess that's a magic thing, right? Like what he did to her head.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that power existed for him.
Yeah, me neither. But he could. I
I
guess
don't know.
he's
Maybe
memories.
it wasn't his power. Maybe that was her power.
Oh no, I thought that was his because he did
touched
the emotion to grab her head.
Yeah, and I thought, well, maybe there was something that she can do, and made him see it.
Oh no, I think it's all Loki. He's
Okay,
just using his powers.
He got beat.
Yep.
And of course, she finds them, and I thought she was going to take him back at first.
Oh, I did too. But he probably thought about it because he.
Well, after the fight, I'm thinking she wanted him to go anyways because we should have known she wanted him to go, or she would have told because she already knew that.
Yeah, they left. Yes.
And she didn't. I guess she wanted him to leave.
Yep.
And then she saw that Loki was going to stop, and then she was like, "Yeah, I've got to help you now."
Yep. Because Loki would definitely have turned. Well, he was planning to anyway.
I like it because she goes, "Okay, we're gonna." Because earlier he said we're going to start a team, and she didn't want to play it. Now he goes, she's like, "Okay,
You have a name for this team?
yeah, Re-Avengers."
The Revengers. The Revengers. Yeah, because you want revenge. I want revenge. What about you? You want revenge? Like I'm undecided.
He's like, "Well, we'll need a team. We'll have to go get some more people." I like it when she shows them. Well, of course they go get.
They get
What was
Loki
it?
because they go back to the place.
Well, they didn't go see Loki. They didn't want to get Loki at first. Remember?
Oh yeah, they go see Loki.
He's talking, and he's like, "Well, I got all the Grandmaster's codes and stuff."
Well, before the Grandmaster, because like they brought her back to he brought them back to her place because she was like they have a spaceship and then we go to Xandar to fill up, right? It's an 18-month trip. He's like, nope, that takes too long. We're gonna go to that hole right there. What the devil's anus.
I didn't know that was what it was called.
Oh, we forgot he talks to Heimdall.
Oh yeah, the scene. Well, we forgot. Well, the whole we gotta go back to what Heimdall's been doing.
Yes, he was trying to save the people.
Because remember they're looking for the sword, so they're hunting down everybody.
Yep.
Heimdall's been gathering everybody up and taking them to a secret location.
Yeah, like some kind of cave in the mountain.
And Thor doesn't know what's going on the planet, so somehow Heimdall's eyes form on
Thor. Yeah.
Yeah, Thor's, and then he's there in a way.
Because he knew that Heimdall can hear him when he asked for it.
Because Heimdall can see everything, but I remember like Heimdall's, you're so far away. And of course, he sees the battle going on, so he's got to get back.
He got to get back. He even has like Heimdall. I don't even know where I am. He's like, you're on a planet full of doorways. Go to the biggest one.
Oh yeah, that does. Now that makes sense because that big,
So that's when Thor know like, oh, that's the biggest one. So he didn't know what it was called, right? But that was his plan.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's
you're
what
right.
Heimdall tell him.
I forgot because he did say that. Go to the biggest doorway, and that didn't make sense to me at first.
Yeah.
Now it makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Yep, they went to the biggest doorway. Well, portal,
There's a portal.
orifice.
They just call it the devil's anus, okay? Because
Yeah, we
it's
just call
red.
it the orifice.
The orifice.
So, so, so they got to get a super ship, and of course Loki's the only one that can get them a good ship now.
Yep, because he already got the access codes or whatever, yeah.
Which is convenient because you always got to team up with Loki for something.
Yes.
Someone doesn't ever have a problem with teaming up with Loki,
No, he doesn't because
But everybody else is always like, that's a bad idea. I don't know.
yeah, but then if you think about it, they fought together longer than they have betrayed each other.
It's always his brother.
Yeah, it's always his brother.
I mean, that's like real life. In a way, you always trust your family, even when they're bad.
Yeah, and then that's when they have that talk in the elevator.
Yes.
When even Loki thought it was a bad idea to have a conversation.
Yeah, Loki didn't want to talk.
No. Because he wanted to stay, and even Thor agreed, like, no, I think you should stay here. Place is perfect for you.
So do you think Thor was telling the truth, or do you think he somehow learned to use
he's manipulating him. He already knew. I guess he's telling the truth in a way, so to get him hooked, right?
Yeah, because Thor is good with the truth.
Yeah.
So I guess he told him in a way what he felt. And I guess he expected to get Loki. Well, because
Loki was surprised.
Yeah, Loki was surprised, but Loki didn't want to go with him.
No, he didn't want to go with him. And Thor already knew that too.
But eventually he did change his mind.
Yes, but which actually surprised Thor. Well, actually, it didn't
Yeah,
surprise
that was
him.
the surprise. Yeah, that surprised Thor.
Yeah.
That surprised everybody.
Yeah, even Heimdall, because Heimdall make that thing like, I saw you coming, and Loki's like, yeah, I bet you did. Like, it was a joke.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's just like, of course you saw me coming. You see everything. He even said that in the first movie, like, yeah, of course you do. You see everything, Heimdall. Because he knew, and then that's why he's trying to hide that secret passageway from Heimdall from the first movie.
Yeah. Well, Loki probably would have used magic to hide them. So,
but there was no need for him to hide where he was coming to help.
Well, there was a need for him to hide because Hela could have saw him.
You think so?
Nah, maybe not.
But I thought Hela, I didn't think Hela would care that if they came back or not, because you know that she can overpower.
I bet she wouldn't want him to bring that big spaceship to pick up all those people, though.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
So yeah, but they're shooting and they're talking and they can't say they parted ways because Thor puts that thing on his back.
I know.
After Loki tried to double cross him.
Yeah.
Then he leaves him laying there.
Well, before that, I like to talk about the battle. They were shooting all those bad guys with guns and stuff, like some kind of plasma rifle. I thought that was pretty cool. They didn't actually fight. They used guns.
Well, yeah. Well, and they're just walking back and forth, crossing each other. Yeah, it was a good scene.
It was a good scene, good fight scene with guns.
Course, Loki tries to double cross him, and he gets double crossed instead.
Yes, and then they do that. They do another child prank that they would do, like, let's do help me. No, I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Because he even said that again later on. Remember when they fight Hela? He goes, "We are not doing help."
Yeah, we're not doing help me.
Yeah, so basically, Thor just picks up Loki and throws him.
Throws him at a group of people. He's like, it's not embarrassing for me at all. Well, yeah, of course not. Then that's when we get to the double cross.
Yeah, well, he double cross and he leaves it on full shock and leaves Loki there.
Yeah, you just leave Loki there. Yeah,
it's that nice spaceship.
Yeah,
and they figure out when they get in that spaceship.
Did they call it the Commodore? I can't remember.
I think it is.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was this nice party vessel.
This party vessel.
With no guns on it.
No guns, like, the Grandmaster used it for leisure, like for orgies and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you say orgies? Yeah. Don't touch
anything. Yeah.
And it's at that moment where the Grandmaster makes an announcement like, now they stole one of my favorite spaceships and he stole my beloved champion.
Of course, Sapphire's after him.
Sapphire's after them. Oh, before I want to say, this is what I'm going to name the episode. When they stole the spaceship, right? And then the revolution had begun because they got all those little buzzer things off those slaves. And when it's like, they destroy the mainframe and the slaves have armed themselves with weapons. And it's like, whoa.
Ooh, you don't say that word.
You don't say that word. Mainframe?
Oh, yeah, mainframes. Mainframes are good. I like mainframes.
Why would you think that I will have a problem with mainframe? No, the S word. The prisoners with jobs have armed themselves. That's better. Oh gosh, this when we now we go back to the scene where he told Spanner to fly the spaceship with his PhDs because like the Valkyrie is fighting. He's like,
yeah, because he saw Valkyrie. Because remember, Valkyrie shot down, and
yeah, that
she's
down.
jumping from ship to ship, ripping them apart.
And then Thor is like,
That
I
scene right
should
there
probably go help her.
remind me of what that Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yes, it does. It reminds me of that part
But
too.
this was so much better.
Yo, this is so much better. Yeah, this is so much better because
but
that's when Thor went to help too.
Yep, and so they're fighting, and of course, that ship almost catches up to the Banner.
Yes.
And of course, he hits that bottom.
He said like this one got to be a big gun or something, and it had like fireworks.
Yeah, it hit all the fireworks, and you see the
Grandmaster. And it plays a song.
Yeah, it was his birthday celebration.
Yeah, it's your birthday.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And of course, it blinds Sapphire.
Yeah, it blinds the Sapphire, and she crashes. Yeah,
that's cool. And of course, they jump back on the ship.
They jump back on, right? And then they had a moment. It was really weird, right? When they looked at each other, and then they go into the devil's anus.
Yep. It's weird the way you said that. Yep, they had a moment, and they fly through that junk. I like to see Solo go through there.
Yes.
They're dodging.
So now they're back on Asgard. I think it's right before Hela and Surge got to those people, because he told them like, I'm gonna go to the throne to draw her away.
Yeah. Well, we got to remember they found Hemdar because they were going to execute somebody.
Yes.
So Surge doesn't want to do it, and then somebody speaks up and tells them where they're at.
Yeah, tell them where to go. Yep.
And of course, they flee before she gets there, and then of course Thor bangs the Allfather's spear.
Yes, he sits on the throne.
The Ganir is the spear.
Yep.
Brings it against the floor, and then she shows up, and
I like how fast they travel back and forth between the throne and like.
Cool. She probably just went.
Oh yeah, she can fly.
Which is funny though. Can she?
Well, before
fly?
He did that, he got her the uniform.
That's what I want to say. Can she fly? Because remember, I don't think she can fly.
No, none of them can
fly. If she could fly, she wouldn't have knocked those doors down and walked across the bridge to get him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Or maybe she did that for him. I don't know.
Nah, she did.
But before that,
so
before that, Thor got Valkyrie the old uniform and a gun to put on that ship.
Yeah. Well, I gotta just give it to her. I found these.
Yeah, I found these. You know, he purposely went to get them. What a waste of time.
She has to put on her cape to shoot all the people.
Yes, she had to put that on.
They had the cape, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now we got the battle for.
We got the battle, but we skip over the whole part where Valkyrie and Banner keep saying that they know each other before then.
Well, yeah, I forgot. Oh, I think I know you.
Yeah, I think I know you too. Like, it's just so weird.
Because that's a good scene.
Because Banner didn't want to turn to the Hulk, but when they start fighting, right, and then that big old dog is on the bridge.
Yeah, well, when all these people's lives were in danger.
Yeah, because like she keeps trying to kill the dog with a gun, and it's like this is not working.
Didn't I like it? He walks up to her and he's like, "I'm gonna do something." She still doesn't get it. And he jumps right up there.
Yeah, he said everything's gonna be fine. You'll know.
Then you see Banner just bounce. That little dog's running, and then you see this guy just bounce off the dog.
That part is so funny too, because it
looks like in a way it looks like, let's say if you had your dog running through the kitchen and you just threw like a little toy figure down.
Yeah, he just looks at it and sniffs it.
It's like, oh, he's dead. And of course, then he grabs that dog.
Yeah, he grabs it by the tail and slammed it, like pulled it back and slammed it.
But yeah, that's the thing though, because remember, Heimdall leads all the people, and they're going to escape the Bifrost somewhere. And of course, the dog's blocking the Bifrost.
Yep.
And then so they got to turn around, and of course, there's Hela.
Yeah, it's both sides on the bridge.
Yeah, and they're just going to slaughter all those people.
Yeah, they was also kill all of them. Yep.
Which is crappy. You're going to rule a city with no people. Actually, that would be a good idea. I would do it in a heartbeat.
So, you know, like Odin said she draws her help from Asgard, right? Was he referring to Asgard the planet or Asgard the people? Because he also said Asgard is not the place, and he's like, this could be Asgard. Asgard is the people.
I don't know.
I was confused on that.
It may be.
Or maybe he said it so much, right? So she believes the planet gives her powers.
Maybe so.
Or all of them.
I mean, I guess basically wherever those people are becomes Asgard.
Oh, okay.
So I guess Earth is Asgard now. So.
Part Asgard, yes.
Yeah, just that little section.
There's just a little section. I want to keep saying like it's Holland or something, you know. I don't know. It just
No way.
yeah, Norway. There you go. It's just back to it's Ragnarok. It resets. Yeah.
Well, so yeah, the battle, and of course, I mean, they realize they can't beat her because, well, that's the neat thing because what they're trapped, and of course, here comes Loki. I'm your savior.
Yeah, that is so funny. I know we already talked about the leadership thing because Clark got rid of the thing for him.
The blue ship and the big giant spaceship that they took.
Yeah, so you want to go?
So they show up. Actually, which I was surprised they showed up. You know,
yeah.
I was surprised. And of course, they're going to rescue all the Asgardians.
Yes, all the people.
I want to point out this ship is huge.
This ship is huge.
This ship is huge, okay? Because there's a reason why we're going to point out this ship is huge.
Yes. Well, let's get to that later. So the ship is huge. They trying to
they
get everybody on board.
Yeah, they're getting.
It's very Age of Ultron again here.
And here's the neat thing: I like Scourge. Well, actually, yeah. Well, here's a scene that we got to point out though. Okay, because Thor is in the palace getting beat.
Yes.
He's actually dying. That's why he sees his father. Which to me, when he's dying and he sees his father, it's kind of like Black Panther.
Oh, yes.
But here's the best moment. He sees his father, and he's up to his father, and he's already lost his eye.
Yeah.
I point out he lost his eye.
Yeah, because he fights
the
Hela.
same eye that Odin lost.
Yeah, it's the same eye. Yeah.
It's almost Odin again. But he's telling his father he can't beat her.
Yep, he needs the hammer.
Of course, he tells her the story he tells her that Asgard is the people, wherever they could be. But here's the best thing, because this is almost exactly like Tony Stark and Peter Parker after the fairy.
Oh.
Because
the hammer.
He says, I can't beat her. I don't even have my hammer.
Yep.
Because your hammer.
Are you the god of hammers?
Power.
Yeah.
The hammer just focused your power. So basically, in a way, he's like, if you can't beat her without the hammer, you don't need this hammer. So you need to go get your ratty little hammer from the hardware store, and you beat her there. Of course, he comes back, and then he gets away from her. He beats her up. Man, he becomes super Thor.
He's been supercharged Thor. Yeah, super.
I love this.
He actually becomes the god of thunder. I mean, he's been saying that title for a long time.
Yeah, but now, exactly. Yeah, it's because I love this because it's the best look. With them rolled out, man, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, that was the best look. And he shot her at the first time when he did that, and then it did nothing. Right? Because he said that he shot her, then he went onto the bridge, right, to fight all the other minions.
Yeah, I remember they're like, so we're gonna do this. He's like, well, I shot her with electricity. He didn't do nothing.
No, it didn't do nothing.
Of course, this is when they hatch the plan, because he realizes Ragnarok's gonna happen anyways.
Yes, he went up.
I'll just go ahead with it, because remember, I don't know if we pointed out. But Thor because Thor has been hunting for Surtur for 2 years in a way.
Yeah.
Because of nightmares he's been having.
Yes, from Scarlet Witch.
He's only having nightmares because it was telling him it's time to go.
Yes.
Because Odin wasn't there and stuff. So, of course, Loki goes to the trophy room and throws Surtur's head into the which is cool because it's Loki doing this.
It is because so now I want to like the Ragnarok, right? Like I thought all the people were gonna die because Thor's team dead, right? Except the only person we didn't see in this movie was Lady Sif.
Yeah, and she's off somewhere else.
She's off somewhere else, probably.
Which is a good thing because if she wasn't, she would be dead.
She would be. Yeah, that was thinking too. She would probably be dead.
Yeah, because they already killed all Warrior 3.
All Warrior 3.
There's always the Lady Sif and the Warrior 3. She's just Lady Sif now. She's gonna have to find some new droids to work with her.
But I see that she's cast in the Love and Thunder movie.
Okay, good. Well, she would have made it if she would have been here.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. She wouldn't have made it.
She was in the script and she had a conflict, so she couldn't make it.
Oh, I mean, like it's okay because the movie still worked really great without her.
Yes, and I mean it would just been more character. They would have killed her.
Yeah, just a kill. Yeah.
Help save people. So I think it ended better this way.
It did end better. I know we joke about the Heimdall and Loki conversation. I still like that a lot though. Like it's just a little convo thing.
Oh, it's awesome. All the characters are finally working together.
They're all working together. And Heimdall already knew like he's coming back to help.
And plus, everybody's getting on the ship. And of course, Scourge drops his stuff and puts a disguise on.
He put a disguise on. So that scene, right? Like he's so much bigger with that robe on than everybody. Like, everybody knows he's wearing armor, right?
Well, everybody doesn't care because everybody wants to live.
Yeah, live on to live. They just leave.
They don't care what he's doing. But of course, he's looking around and seeing all the people. And that's the best scene to me. One of the best scenes. Because he sees it. And then, of course, she stops the ship.
Oh, with that spike, yeah.
He sees all the kids and stuff on there, and he decides finally his moment is here.
Yes.
Something better. So he pulls out the two M16s. Which those M16s had a lot of bullets for the little clips ahead
Yeah,
of them.
he keeps shooting them, and when like the Asgardian looked at him, right, that was the recognition moment.
Yeah, and he
Like
saved everybody.
he saved everybody, and that was the moment I think like these are this is the story that those people will tell.
Yeah, that's the story that those people tell. Exactly. I didn't think about that, but that is the story that people tell. He's a hero now.
He's a
He
hero.
didn't have to. He shoots the bridge out. He shoots the deal off. He could stay on the ship, but he jumps out of
He
the ship
jumps out. Yeah.
and just keeps killing them all. Plus, there's like Doom. Remember the cover of Doom?
Yes.
He's got the two guns.
Yes.
And he just keeps killing. And of course, Helena kills him.
Yeah. Because he
But
yells for
finally,
Hela.
I mean, in a way, in the first the movie goes along with this, but what was he going to do? She would have killed him instantly for nothing.
Yeah.
He finally found his moment to die for him.
Yep. That was a good scene. Yeah.
That
See,
was a
even
good
that.
scene. So, and then of course the Hulk is beating the crap out of the little dog.
Yeah, the little dog, and then he throws him over the waterfall.
Yeah.
Because he bit him, and he's like he punches it in the water.
Yeah, I love
He
that.
uppercuts the dog in the water, then the dog fall over the waterfall.
Of course, Serta pops out. Serta's out, and he's like huge, and he's just destroying the city. And then she's like, "What is he doing?
Yep.
He's destroying the Earth. He's going to destroy Asgard."
So when Loki grabs that thing, right? Everybody knew that he grabbed the Tesseract.
Yeah, when he was walking through the deal and he stopped. Yeah. You don't know that until another movie, but
No, yeah.
he couldn't resist.
He couldn't resist.
Why
no.
not? It was important.
But he did the right thing and the wrong thing at the same time because he's Loki.
Yeah. I mean, he should have let the Tesseract get destroyed. It would have just been floating in space, though.
Yeah, we've just been floating in space, yeah.
It would have saved everybody, though, if they would have left it floating in space. So we know he grabbed that. And, of course, Sarah's destroying the deal. And, of course, I love the scene. The Hulk. He jumps on Soda and he starts punching me.
Yeah, he just punches him like, no.
No, don't do that.
But big monster. That was his response.
No,
he's like, no, we gotta go. So he grabs them, he jumped to that spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Serta kills.
Well, it's sure that he stabbed the sword. Like, he said that he was going to do that in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up his sword and he's going to stab Asgard.
Corey will be okay. He's got good foundation.
Yeah, he got found. They're like, okay.
Build it. And then, of course, it stabs it, explodes. You're not going to be able to rebuild that. It doesn't have good foundation. Oh, I love that character's commentary.
It's so funny.
Of course, he carried it around that dead friend.
Yeah, because he asked, because when Thor finally sit on, I guess, the throne of the spaceship, right? They ask him where he want to go. So he asked the alien guy, the one that Korg has been carrying. It's so funny because Korg asked him like, "Is that plasma just coming out of you? Are those eggs? Are those eggs? What is that? I think they're eggs." And then he's carrying him like, "Oh, he's dead. I actually stepped on him on the bridge while we were fighting. I just been carrying him all day." And then he wakes up like, "Oh, hey, he's not dead."
And then, of course, they decide to go to Earth.
Yes.
I'm like, why would you take all those people to Earth?
Well, let's not skip over the Thor and Loki conversation. Because when they were on the spaceship, he's like, "Hey, I'm just glad that you came back. I would probably give you a hug if you were here."
Yeah.
And then he was.
Of course, yeah, he's there.
I didn't think he was there either. When he threw that, I thought it was going to go right through him.
Oh, I guess I didn't think anything of it. I assumed he was there.
Yeah, that's when I thought like he
But
tried
I got
to
it
do
when he
the
threw the
unpredictable
rock at him.
stuff now. Like, because that would be very predictable of Loki, and he knows that.
But
So
yeah,
he
we're
decided
supposed
to stay.
Because remember when he was a prisoner and he still threw the bottle and hit him and they
Yes,
make sure he's there. He always throws stuff at him now to make sure he's there.
just to make sure he's there. I know. I just have to make sure.
So yeah, no. So they're all on their journey to Earth. And then we see that big.
Before we can see the big giant spaceship.
No, we already see it because they're in it.
No, we before we get there, right? That's when Loki asked him, like, "Are you sure it's a good idea to go to Earth?" And Thor's like, "Oh yeah, of course it is. They love me." Okay, let me rephrase. Do you think it's a good idea to bring me to Earth? He's like, "Well, you know."
Of course, yeah. He's like,
That's when they both look up.
But I like it when he goes, "Things are going to only get better."
Yeah, things don't get
And of
better.
course, we see that big ship that they're in, and then we see this
Yeah.
massive ship.
The big ship they're in, right? Like after he said things would get better, and then it got super dark.
Yeah.
That's when
And
they both look up. That's when you see that big giant spaceship.
Thanos.
Yes.
Space. Now I'm thinking, why do you need a spaceship so big?
Because he's carrying his army the whole time, right? That's what Thanos does.
No, I think he's got a complex.
Okay.
He's trying to make up for something else that he's got a problem with.
Wow.
You know what they say about people with big ships.
Yes. That's why he need the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be able to grip it. That glove's too big.
So have you noticed, since we already know that's Thanos' ship, right? Everything that Thor has,
we
even
didn't know that was Thanos' ship when we first saw it.
No, we
right?
didn't know.
I didn't.
But as soon as we get you
Because there's
Infinity
almost
War,
a forgettable scene until you see Infinity War.
Yeah. So everything in Thor's life, right when he's about to take the throne, right? Something bad keep happening.
I think something bad just happens to Thor, period.
So he's like Happy Gilmore.
Hell yeah, but he doesn't get a fight with Bob Barker. But yeah, I mean his dad dies.
His dad died, his mother dies. He thought Loki died a couple of times.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter about Loki now because we don't really know if he ever dies or if he's alive or
Yeah.
anything. But his planet got blown up.
His planet got blown up. He just saved all the Asgardians, and he lost all the Asgardians. He didn't lost all the Asgardians, right?
No, he didn't lose them all. And there's probably more Asgardians probably in ships and stuff spread out doing other stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh,
There's
that's
actually,
right. Lady Sif is dying.
I just already know from watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's an Asgardian living on Earth.
Oh, okay.
Already during this time. Because I think Lady Sif comes to Earth to find this guy. And of course, that's how they find out about aliens. They'll visit this guy because, I mean, S.H.I.E.L.D. knows he's on the planet.
Oh, okay.
So he's been on the planet for years.
Yes. And let's talk about
the years.
Well, so let's talk about the end credit.
When the Vikings were there, he's just kind of stayed.
Oh, he just stays there. Okay. Oh, he could pass off as a Viking, in Asgardian.
Well, he passed off a Viking, and as times modernized, he just kept changing clothes as somebody else.
Interesting.
But he left when the wars, because remember we said when they came to Earth, the Viking that fight the frost giants.
Yes.
Apparently, the guy was from that war, and he just stayed on Earth.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
interesting. Story. I just know he was Asgardian. He was on Earth. And he wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about after all the credits roll, right? We see the Grandmaster again.
Yeah. Of course, he tries to use the reverse psychology on them. Yes,
he said he said it's a tie because let's just thank me because without me, right, this revolution won't even happen. So let's give everybody a hand of. Yay me! Like what's?
Yeah, I know. It's all about him.
So I thought I guess at that moment, right? I thought they would just kill him right there.
I guess. Well, we don't know.
We don't know. They just left it open.
Because I mean, like you said, you saw the
special feature, yeah.
And I don't know if that's canon or not. But
yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if that's canon.
But I mean, they left it up in the air because in case he makes an appearance, because it's like the Collector. We don't really know if the Collector's dead or not.
We don't. That's the thing.
And even after the next movies we see, we still don't actually know if he's truly dead or not.
Yeah, you're right. But next one is Black Panther.
And if they're like the comic book characters, I think they can't die. The Grandmaster and the Collector.
Okay.
I think they're where they can't be killed.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. You can do almost anything in the MCU. So.
Yes. All right. So we're done with Thor Ragnarok. We're like 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours right here.
It was an awesome movie.
It was a lot of good stuff like on this one,
Oh, this movie was so packed. This is a movie you can just keep watching and you'll notice something each time you see it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we missed a lot of stuff. I mean, because we.
Oh, I know we did.
Yeah.
We missed a lot of the best lines, but I mean, there's just so much.
There's so much, and it's not so funny. It's over 2 hours, right? But it doesn't seem that long when I watch it.
No, this seemed like the shortest of all the Thor movies.
Which is funny, because I think it's the longest.
I think it's the most fun.
It's the most fun. It's very Fifth Element-ish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Oh, this is a great movie.
Yeah. There's
I
nothing
mean,
measured as high as Fifth Element except for this movie.
phase 3 and 4 just they rock.
They rock. Well, we're on phase 3 right now, so it's going to rock even harder.
This is getting better. So,
because like I love Black Panther even more. Like Black Panther is great, so we're gonna do that next week.
actually, I don't know. This one's a close race with Black Panther.
Well, see, just mentioning is a close race, right? That means it's still a great movie.
Oh, it is.
Oh, Black Panther is a great movie.
Oh, I know it is, but that's the thing, yeah.
So we'll end it right here, and we'll touch back on that next week. Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.